All right. Um, just bear with me for just a moment here. I just want to get everything up and set up. I'm hoping everything's going to be running smoothly. Um, Now for anyone who's listening to this, this is of course the Sacramento Truth Movement, a channel. I am ETT, end time teacher, a friend of Jay. He had given me the privilege to use his platform to host a live stream. So time to time I'll be doing it on this platform, so I do have to give a shout out and a thank you to Jay, right, Sacramento Truth Movement, for letting me come on here and host a stream. If anybody would like to follow me, my YouTube page is named End Time Teacher. You can find a link to it in this the live comments, right? The live chat, or whatever word you use. You can find a link to my channel there. I'm actually, last time I checked, I believe I'm at like 9 subscribers away from 700. So let's try to reach 700 tonight. So anyway, there's a lot of different subject matters, to get into. Um, Damn, the other day, which when I say the other day, I mean yesterday, I saw this dude, what's this cat? Um, Good Servant, right? Good Servant. Which, in times past, we've had, a couple disagreements, but every time that me and a Good Servant, had a conversation, together, we always kept it, friendly and civil. You know what I'm saying? We always kept it friendly and civil. So I don't really have much, negative things to say about the brother. Oh, real quick, Bible Defender, I see you in the back. Just turn on your video for me real quick, just so I make sure it's not the not the troll channel, just so I don't have to shut everything down again. Okay, cool, cool. I'll let you on. Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How about yourself, man?
All right, man. Just maintain it. Just ready to
Right.
get out
Fine.
of here. Ready for all this thing to be a damn wrap up. And it's wrapping up fastly, but certain things we gotta wait for. So it's cool.
Right, right, definitely, man. Hey, there's a song out there, one of those Christian songs. 'Cause I actually like it. It's a pretty good song. I forget the name of it, but in the song, there's a lyric that goes, "Hey, it's a prize worth fighting for," right? So this thing that we're on, this journey we're on, which is this truth, oh hell, there's a reward at the end that's worth fighting for. What's that reward? That reward is the
Revelation 2.
kingdom of heaven, right? The kingdom of heaven being established here on the earth, and all of the perks and rewards that come along with that. Right? So hell, this thing of ours, man, this is hell of a prize worth fighting.
The ironic thing about the prize though is it's like a it's like a I don't want to say a game of chess because the game of chess you could literally choose to win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Especially with your skills. But this is like a game that you can't win at all. Like you just gotta literally see what's the outcome. It's like you don't really know. I mean, you could do your best, in terms of like, doing what's right, you know what I'm saying, and trying to stay away from what's wrong. But even in that, you still gotta, hope that that you make
Right.
it because it's not like 100%. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm gonna make it. There's a thing in the Bible called predestination. So you was chosen. You was written in the book of life from when the foundation of the world started. You know what I'm saying? It was written in the book of life from the beginning. So now it's like, are you written in it or are you not?
Right, right. And I was having a conversation earlier today with Good Servant. I called into one of his streams to see what he's doing. And the topic of predestination came up, about how everything's predetermined. They said, oh, we don't agree with that. You ask them, well, how do you know exactly? Like, is there scriptures you could give for why you don't agree with that? They really can't give those for why they disagree. they'll just say that, oh, well, that's not biblical. Same thing with reincarnation and, about hell. Because I asked them, right, dealing with the mind of golf, right? Because they used to hang out, back in the day, say maybe 2 years ago, they used to do streams together often. But then they got into an argument over, say, for an example, hell, right? How, we teach that hell is a condition of suffering that takes place on the physical earth. And
Right.
Good Servant didn't like that, so they kind of like, kicked him off of the streams, because of the position that he held.
That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to put words in their mouth, but based off of, what Good Servant was telling me, that was one of the main reasons why they don't really, hang out with the Mina Shireg, for the last 2 years or so, is what he said.
Well, I would say that he just upgraded. I would just say that. I mean, because you're not gonna you're not gonna hang out with somebody that's teaching everything wrong or just being stubborn about something being wrong. Like example, because I'm in New York City, so basically in New York City, it's Israelite groups everywhere, and I got an Israelite group right down the block from me. HODC. Why the hell would I go join them? Then them niggas is bugged the hell out. So, but it's respect. When you see them, you show respect because brothers been in this thing for years, enduring and things of
Right.
that nature. But I can't respect you because the first thing I want to know, I don't care if you've been in the truth for 70 years. The first thing I want to know is what you're teaching. So and if you teaching the wrong thing, we can't really, we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I could be cordial with you. I could
Right.
be cool with you, but then it's like, that's like if we trying to go on the streets with somebody and teach, and they're teaching that the earth is a ball, but we're teaching that the earth is flat, which it is, and we're like, it's confusion because I'm trying to teach you this and you don't really agree. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not even gonna lie. Like in terms of like seeing the apostles, a great millstone and things of that nature. Like it would be cool just seeing them, things of that nature. But when I ask you questions and you don't have the answer for it, you know what I'm saying? You may feel like I'm trying to put you in a box or trying to confound you when that's not what it's about. So personally, I don't even care about seeing them. You understand? If I see them, I might just say hi and bye. I don't really want to talk. Because as soon as you bring up certain topics that 100% fact that they're teaching wrong, bringing it to attention is stupid. Because like even T-Mark used to say, Apostle Hart, he used to watch Russian vids. I'm pretty sure being in the truth for almost 40 years, the earth is not no damn ball. You know that for a fact. You just teaching that because it's gonna be a point in time where, and hey, the Lord said in the book of Luke that um he's basically said in not so many words, roughly paraphrasing that everything is going to be revealed in this time. So you're not going to be able to teach that the earth is a ball for too long because Esau, he's gonna end up failing badly in his lies, and somebody's gonna. Well, he already failed badly. He already failed badly. So we had a time where what I'm saying. Everything you do whether it's in a closet or whether you whatever you do teach is gonna come to fruition. So he's gonna have to present that to his followers why he's not teaching them that specific correctly. Because like I said, it's not everything they teach wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and say that out of my mouth, but that's one of the easiest things in the Bible to literally grasp. You know what I'm saying? That's why when T Monk brought it to my attention, it wasn't hard for it wasn't like I said, I heard it before. I just never it wasn't a big topic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not. I don't think personally. I don't think that's going to get you saved. But
Right.
I do think it's a form of deception, and on his behalf, not his followers, his behalf. And I would say it's deceptive, being with the fact, like T Monk said, he used to watch Russian vids, and I'm pretty sure he came across the breakdown, which makes total sense in every which way. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
what
I
they
I remember, because I've been watching Great Millstone for over 6 years, right? So I remember going back to, say 2018, right, when
Mhm.
Tahar had, which I won't say the name of the page because it could get the stream flags. I won't say it, but back then when he had one of his main channels, if you looked at his subscription box, he was in fact subscribed to Russian vids, right? So that's not a lie that he was subscribed to Russian vids. So you have to ask, wait a second, why would you subscribe to somebody who mainly, like, say, 90% of his uploads are related to flat Earth content? That wouldn't
Right,
make any sense.
right. And then it's like when you present it to them, they make you to be a demon because they, and like I said, some topics pertaining to the whole subject, it's not like, you know, it's not like I said, once again, I don't want to make it like that's gonna get you saved. Okay, you know the earth is flat, now you saved. No, it's the fact that it matter. It's really, the whole point of you getting saved is you 100% favoring the Most High with your whole body, soul, and mind. Everything you do, it could be a possibility that if you do this wrong, you're gonna get destroyed, et cetera, et cetera. But it's the fact that if I tell somebody, yo, I got 100% truth, right, and then they come across something that's easy to understand, then when I present it to you, like I said, when T Mark presented to me, it's not like I never heard it before. It just I didn't care about it because that was just something that wasn't important to me. You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
most important thing for me was, look, I know the prophecies of the Bible, and that's it. That's all that matters. But it's certain things, you know what I'm saying, when it's brought to your attention, you're like, oh shit, this does matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for me, like I said, it's not a big deal, but then what comes with it is like, bro, you don't understand the first page of the Bible. So I'm supposed to believe everything else you say, but you don't understand the first page of the Bible. And that's heavy. That's why I said Christianity has been a joke. And especially when the first flat earth came out, hey, Christianity is even more of a joke. Nobody should even be taking Christianity serious. I ran into some Edomite Christians, right? I was on my way to get a fan for my room, right? So
Right.
basically these two Edomite Christians, they came up to me, they had I was nice with them because I love talking to people about the Bible that don't really know the Bible. It's kind of fun. So they had on a suit, but he didn't have on a suit. He had on a button up and some black slacks, two Edomites, and they came up to me like, oh, how you doing? How would you like to do, come to our Sunday service this weekend? We heard holding the big Sunday service. I said, yeah, maybe can I show you a verse in the Bible? And I showed them a verse in the Bible pertaining to the flat earth. And when I mean they were stuck for like 10 minutes straight, they didn't have nothing to say. He was just stuck there like, what the fuck? How did I come across that? How did I not see that? Because y'all don't read the Bible. It's all about Christianity is like it's just a prosperity doctrine, bro. That's why I get mad at people following like vocab. He's Calvinist, so he's not more so of like just your average regular
Right.
Christian.
Let me say something funny on this, man, because the stupidity of people just aggravates you. I was having a conversation on Discord with a Christian just like 2 days ago, and subject matter of the Apocrypha came up because they asked me, well, what's my favorite book in the Bible? And I said, well, one of my personal favorites that I like to read is the book of Second Ezra, right? Because that's a deep book. But then they respond and say, oh, but that's not part of the Bible. And then when you ask them, well, how do you know? Then they go to their Bible, right, their King James version, and they show me, oh, well, see, there's only 66 books in here. So
Right,
then they'll show a verse that says that thou shalt not add to the words of this book, right? Revelation 22, 18, 19, right? And they'll use that to say, oh, well, see, you can't add the Apocrypha in because it says here you can't add anything to it. But it's like, wait a second, though. But the Apocrypha was in the Bible before the New Testament was written. So Christ was reading out of the Apocrypha when he studied the scriptures. So it just shows that these guys, don't really know much about what they're talking
mm. And then on top of that, what's so crazy about Christianity is like I saw Perry on a live stream. I don't know whose live stream, but he was debating somebody, and his argument is so stupid because he doesn't understand that when you come into this truth, that the moral of the story of you being in the truth is to keep the 613 commandments. And I don't want to even say to the best of your ability because I don't want to confuse nobody when I say that. When you have to keep the whole law, but the only way you're justified now by falling short is that you have a mediator now. because before there was nobody pleading on your behalf. You was just straight put to death. So now you basically got who the world really calls Jesus Christ, Yahushua. He's sitting on the right hand of the Most High, according to Colossians 3:1. And I'm gonna give an example. He's like, I'm gonna say my real name on the panel. I don't give a damn. So he's like, so if let's say if I eat pork, he's like, okay, Devontae decided to eat pork, but he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Heavenly Father, can you forgive him for that? He's like, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have that before. So what Perry is trying to do is take his narrative and run with it, because he uses one or two verses and he thinks that's gonna be able to withhold his doctrine. But plenty of times we went to Matthew to cut that, because what did the Lord say? You're gonna be judged according to what you have done, your works. You understand? So Perry can't get out of you being judged for your works. So his doctrine is, okay, you're not going to be judged for your works. Okay, according to the Bible, once you come into this, you're cleansed from more sin, so I can't sin no more. That's like, and it's crazy the way he thinks, because somebody else might say, you know what, I am a believer of Jesus Christ now. I'm cleansed from more sin. I'm saved. So if I do sin, how would it be wrong if I'm already cleansed through the blood? And that's where you go to Hebrews 10:27 to cut that. And remaineth no cloak for your sin if you sin willfully. Now, in that sin willfully, I can't be the judge and say, well, that's 100% means you're not going to be saved. No, that's just what the Bible says and what the Lord put in his scriptures, so that you can know not to do certain things. Now, for me personally speaking, anybody that's following Perry, you just got to be sick off the simple fact of, when you go to 1 Corinthians 6 or you go to Revelation, the 22nd chapter, it literally speaks about things if you're doing, you're not going to get into the kingdom. Example, fornication, adultery, sorcery, witchcraft, idolatry. Am I right or am I wrong? It gives you it gives you specific things that if you do these things, you're not going to inherit the kingdom. So if you're doing these things, like I'll give an example. A lot of Christians like to get mad, when we're out there teaching, or when we're teaching wherever we're teaching, and you might come across I'm gonna just say a rainbow, right? And according to the scriptures, now let's say if we see our people, let's say if we see a man, right? He's a man and he's a rainbow. Our job is to tell him, brother, if you don't change, that's the thing. The Lord is requiring you to change from that. He's giving you the opportunity, because before you couldn't. There was no changing from that. If you was a rainbow, you was straight put. Now the Lord is saying, look, if you're a rainbow, you better get your change now before the judgment come. Christianity is not telling you to change. No, come as you are. It's all cool. And
I
it's all
mean, hell,
dandy.
I was over in downtown Easton, right? And there was a chapel down there. We're just chapel's like 200 years old or something. But I had to laugh because, for one of the chapels, they make you wear, a face diaper, as Minus Reg would call it, to enter inside, right? And then you also have to get those juices in order to go inside. But then the chapel down the road from there, they're flying, a rainbow flag outside of their church, right? Sticking up for them. So it shows you, it's like, wait a second, what? Do you Christians not even read your Bibles? Where in the Bibles does it tell you that you're supposed to uplift these rainbows' rights as they do in this society, Babylon the Great? So it just shows
Right.
you, man, a lot of Christians are just simple. Yo, TX staff, excuse me, DJ Spin, click the link, man. You're on there saying that the New Testament is fake. Why don't you come up and explain that to us?
And
You know what happened to
another.
him? He's saying that because he listened to Mike. Remember him? That dude. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
that's
know
why
Mike.
he's
Me and Mike
saying
had a lot of conversations, but what I told Mike was, see, Mike is, there's not wrong with wanting to be politically correct on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I went through the breakdowns and, certain things Mike was 100% correct on, pertaining to the New Testament errors. And I could go through some errors that are deadly. But the thing is, this is the thing. What you're into is a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give an example. Let's say if somebody believed in pure science, somebody might say, well, the Bible is only, just give an estimate, like 2,000 years old. We're just saying, even though it's older than that, but it's about 2,000 years old. And if somebody might believe in science, they might say, well, the earth is 8 billion years old. So what was here before the Bible? But then if you don't know what's really going on, you're gonna think, oh yeah, I gotta leave the Bible alone because that's 2,000. Because according to this man's science, he's telling you that you've been here for 8 billion years. When that's not a fact at all. Nobody been here billion years. None of that's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But then when you tell somebody, according to the Bible, the earth only been here about 14,000 years, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that, 14,000, maybe a little bit longer, then somebody might say, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's just due to you not knowing that this man is just a pure liar. Like, I'll give an example. GMS said they don't believe in the earth landed. The moon landed. But at the same time, you believe that this man is going outer space when this man consistently lies about everything in the book. If you take the juice, yeah, it's gonna stop you from getting C19. It didn't stop anybody from getting C19. It didn't stop nobody from getting. Oh, if you wear this mask, you're gonna be protected. You didn't get protected from anything. We're about to be in 2023, and you're still going through the same thing you're going through in 2019. So my thing to people is, it's not even about them lying to you. It's like they're literally not hiding anything. They're lying to you, and that's why GMS is crazy, because everything pertaining to your physical reality is kind of like, is literally laid on the table, like. And that's why I give credit to T-Mark, because he always says this. Sometimes in these last days, you got to be kind of a Bible literist, if you understand what I'm saying. Because if I tell somebody, yeah, the fire is coming, where do you think it's coming? It's coming to earth. You know what I'm saying? So that's literal. Fire coming to earth, that's literal. You know what I'm saying? So at the
Right.
end of the day, you just gotta be one of those people that you gotta be able to differentiate what's pure and what's not. What's fire coming to the earth, that's gonna happen. People dying of starvation, that's gonna happen. When you see those things in the Bible, that's literal. There's no parable about people literally starving. That's another thing about you Christians. I don't even know how you say you read the Bible, but you don't even warn your followers about certain things that we're clearly able to see. Stores are going out of business.
Yo, real quick,
Food,
is
you
that is
know.
that Jay?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, my bad. I can't stay right now. I just popped in. I seen that you're live. How's it going?
We're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. I just decided to fire up a live show.
Oh, okay, nice, man. You went live on all of them?
Yeah, it's live on. I believe there's four of them. The four YouTube pages I went live on.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, man. I gotta get going, but I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. We'll go for a little while.
All right.
And you got what you would call so-called real Christians. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give some of these Christians credit. You know what I'm saying? I don't because some of these Christians actually know what's going on, but then it's mainly our people. Like I said, I don't I like and I don't want to keep saying his name because I don't like saying his name, but I just have to use him as an example. But I've went to vocab channel many times. He's not warning anybody of shit. All he do is talk about Hebrew Israelites all day.
Right.
If you don't believe, look, his whole ministry is about. It's like he has a weird obsession with Hebrew
I,
Israelites
I, I mean,
because
hell, we forgot. Not only does he do hundreds of videos a year about the Hebrew Israelites, he's writing his own books and selling
he
them
got
about the Hebrew
no
Israelites.
two books.
Right.
He's written two books on the Hebrew Israelites, and nobody still followed you. You know what I'm saying? Your ministry is crumbling as we speak because I know a lot of Bible scholars. I know a lot of Bible scholars. Like, since I've been in this troop, I ran into a lot of Bible scholars and vocab alone. If you watching, they don't agree with you, my boy. You don't know what Babylon the Great is. You said is the whole world. That's not a fact. You said the MOTB is Satan world powers coming together. What the hell are you talking about? You don't know the shape of the earth. You're stupid. You went to theology school for no reason. You wasted 4 years of garbage. You're stupid. I'm being honest. You wasted your time going to theology school, and I'm way smarter than you. What did you go to theology school for, bro? You don't know the prophecies of the Bible. You don't know the first page of the Bible, and you damn sure can't even figure out who you are according to your biblical nationality. So you just lost. You don't know who you are. You don't know prophecy, and the Most High just gonna take you out because you're just lying on the Bible. I don't know what you do behind closed doors. I'm not gonna say, "Oh yeah, you wicked," this and that, and third, but you're already wicked because you lying on the Bible, and then you lying on the Israelites. So hey, you guys out there, you keep following, and the only reason why people follow him because they don't want to follow the truth because it sounds too harsh. Like every time I get on the panel, people want to debate about who's going to be saved. We could debate about that, but either way, we're gonna see if it's true or not. You're gonna see if what you're saying is true, because when quote unquote Jesus come back, or everybody, this is what everybody gonna do when they see the chariots. Everybody's gonna have their hands up. The rapture. The rapture don't got nothing to do with you if you're not an Israelite. So you can get mad about it. You can come here and bring 50 scriptures that you don't know, and that's it. I'm not gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to agree to disagree. I love to hear people's opinions on the Bible, but it's somebody on the earth, listen, has the correct doctrine, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has the correct doctrine, or somebody don't. And every time we come across people, it's something they teach us long, like Melody. You know what I'm saying? She just doesn't know the Bible, and her husband is being led astray by her because he doesn't want to learn himself. Oh, I learned the Bible from my wife. Come on, man. You serious? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept to go along with what we're saying. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 2. It says, I know thy works and thy labor and thy patience, and how that thou cannot bear them which are evil, and thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and have found them to be liars. Right. So these churches out here and these other men on, YouTube claiming to be, preachers of righteousness, a lot of these guys, we try what they're saying, we lined it up with the scriptures, and it turns out that a lot of these guys are full of BS, where a lot of these guys are leading the people astray, unfortunately.
Right. And the main way to lead your congregation astray is not teaching them the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, at the end of the day, I could present something to somebody that's so easy to see. Yo, 1+1 is 2, and they still want to give me some wayward answer. You know what I'm saying? So we deal with the scriptures accordingly. Like, for example, in Proverbs the 30th chapter, the 5th verse, it says, in not so many words, lying on the Bible, or basically saying something in the Bible that it doesn't say, you're gonna be fined a liar. If you could get it, it's Proverbs 30:5 in the 6th verse. I don't want to misquote it or take it out of context, but you know, that's
Yeah,
just, yeah. Because I don't want to take it out of context. I just want to break it down, so
you
whoever's
said
listening can just.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5.
Yeah, 5 and 6. You can start at 5.
Okay. All right, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5, it says, every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. And thou not unto his words. Excuse me, add thou not to his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar.
Right. So you can't add to the Most High's words. You can't say something is in the Bible if it's not in the Bible. So you can't say, yeah, the Lord made a globe when that's not in the Bible, because what he said, you're gonna, at least he reprove you, and you're gonna be found a liar. So the Lord's gonna correct you on that doctrine. If you're teaching that, he's gonna correct you on that doctrine. It's gonna come. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Everything is gonna come out. So, because at this is the thing, you're living. I don't understand. I don't know if you people understand, but you're living in the last days. This is it. There's no there's no there's no second chance. There's no I could do it again. No, this is it right here, right now, and you got to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? So you better hope and you better pray that what you're reading is correct. And like, let's say, for example, if anybody read the Bible like a book, because before I knew the correct breakdowns on certain things, right? Every time I read the Bible, I just kept saying, why the heck is it talking about Israelites the whole Bible? Israelites. Every Bible, every chapter, Israelites, 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 Israelites. I'm like, yo, the whole Bible is talking about the damn Israelites. Who are the Israelites? Then I found out, oh shit, I'm an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I read the whole Bible, you know what I'm saying, without the understanding as just a book. And you if you have a uh, if you have any Bible references or anything like that, just go and type in Israelites and see how many precepts you got. You're gonna probably get like 1,000 precepts for just putting in one word, Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta start weighing your options. Like, hold on, why is the Most High so prevalent about talking about the Israelites, dealing with the Israelites? Why is he saying that's his chosen people, the apple of his eye? He only let the Lord said, yo, don't you think this is crazy, right? You want to know what's so crazy? And I think sometimes when we go on these live streams, I don't think we be rusty because it's just like, of course you're not gonna remember every precept that you read all the time, but Melody, right? She keeps talking about, oh, God has respect, doesn't have respect to persons. But the Lord literally said in the Torah, he only respects the Israelites. Like he says, I have respect for you. He doesn't say that about no other nation. He says, I have respect for you. You know what I'm saying? So throughout the Bible, like I'll give an example. Some certain verses debunks people's whole doctrine, whether people believe it or not. Like people might say, well, how does one verse debunk somebody's doctrine? Well, when you read a verse, there's not so much you have to go into. Like people always say, oh yeah, you got to read it in context, brother. Certain verses you don't need context for. It's just that you don't know the Bible enough and you haven't read the Bible enough to say this is exactly what it's talking about. Like I'll give an example. When the Lord says, uh, the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, the adulterer and adulteress shall surely be put to death. That's straightforward. There ain't no way of getting around that. There's no way of, and that's why I said him learning from his wife is confusion because he doesn't even know what adultery is. Let's just make this make sense, ETT, right? Let's just say you didn't know about the truth, right?
Right.
How would adultery, just listen to this. How would adultery be that you just adultery is basically he's basically thinking that adultery is you just have sex with another woman. That's it. You're with a woman, but you just have sex with another woman. How is that adultery? I thought adulterous act was you sleeping with somebody that's dealing with somebody else. That's all I thought was adultery was, and now I know that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So people are making things deeper than what it is. Like I said, it wouldn't be expedient, you know what I'm saying, meaning profitable for anybody to have another wife in this time, you know what I'm saying? But there are going to be cases where if you are of the elect, the Most High will put a woman or two on you, you know what I'm saying, due to him doing that because he may want those women to be saved for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So everything and every like Ecclesiastes third chapter, everything has its purpose and season under the heaven. So everything has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where you're gonna end up tomorrow. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know what you're
You know
going
what's
through.
the most craziest thing though, man? Because I was listening to Jay was actually doing a stream yesterday, and Perry hopped on, so I was listening for a little bit, and it's just ironic because what these guys will do is they'll go to the scriptures that says all things are lawful, but all things are not expedient. What is that? 1 Corinthians 6 verse 12. Who use that to say, see, so anything you do, it is lawful, but all things might not be expedient. So to give an example of what he says, it might be, it is lawful, to go and just murder people, but it's not expedient to do that.
Right.
I mean, that's just one example, man. I mean, this is unbelievable. The amount of, how these guys are twisting themselves into a damn pretzel, by twisting them scriptures. Unbelievable.
And I always say this about the scriptures, like I feel like I always felt like personally, like it's not like it's now that I understand the scriptures, I feel like it was never hard to really, really understand. You just needed to really sit down and read it by yourself with an open eye. And the biggest open eye, like I said, shout out to the apostles, is looking up words. That's really a key. And that's what I tell people. If you want to understand the Bible, you got to look up words and you got to go in depthly into the meaning of the words. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to understand on certain things, you got to look at the word. Like you may come across, what's a word in the Bible that you may have to definitely look up?
The
Okay,
world.
like, yeah, world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to that word and you see, oh, snap. It doesn't say, it says four definitions, but the first two definitions has nothing to do with the entire globe as you people think. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta just, go into like, okay, another one is Satan. When you see the word Satan in the Bible, it's not a man with a pitchfork and a red body and two horns. You know, it's literally just means deceiver. You know what I'm saying? So when we say the white man is the devil, or Satan, he's basically just a deceiver, and which he is. You can get mad about it. You can say you're racist or whatever the nonsense you want to come with, but disclaimer is just the facts. You know what I'm saying? This man's track record all the way up until this day, you're still in slavery. The the microchip coming on the earth proves that we're in slavery. Why would you want to chip billions of people for? What's the point of that? Like, why would you want to chip billions of people if we're all free? If we're all in this big love and loving, beautiful place that we're in? Why is everybody so want to kill each other and it's always different opinions and certain people don't just agree to disagree, or why is it
Right.
rape, robbery, murder on the earth? You know what I'm saying? This proves that you're living in the end of the world because it's also one of the prophecies in Matthew the 24th chapter that iniquity is going to increase in the last days. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be one of the end time signs to show you, like, look, you're living in the, because, hey, and if you can't see that iniquity is increasing, meaning sin upon sin on the earth is increasing, you living under a big rock. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you're just like, I don't know. Certain times, I feel like certain people just don't read the Bible with an open eye. They're reading it like with emotions, like what I wanted to say. I don't want the Bible to think or say or be like me at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I don't claim, to be the most righteous person in the world, but to a certain extent, I hold myself, with certain boundaries because, that's just what the Bible wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you really want the reward, you know what I'm saying, you got to do something for it. You know what I'm saying? And the work that you got to do, it's hard, you know what I'm saying, it depending on your circumstance, but it's not hard if you know what I'm saying, if you really, 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 really want the reward, you know what I'm saying? That's just the moral of the story. And if you want that reward, you can get it. It's not
You
hard.
know what I find hilarious though is going back to the hell thing is Christians will say something along the lines, oh, if you're wicked, you die, go to hell, there'll be, demons there to torment you, Satan will be there to stir the cauldron, so to speak, that you'll be burning
Hmm.
in. But there's a problem with that idea though, because it says right here in Matthew 25, verse 41, it says, then shall he say unto them on his left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. Right. So according to the scriptures, this fire was prepared for the devil and his angels. So the question we had to ask them is, well, why would there be demons and Satan there tormented people in hell if it says that the hellfire was created for them to be tormented in? So why the hell would they be there to torment the average sinner when they die? That doesn't make sense.
Christianity is just like a big I don't even want to call it a
Surface.
cult. Yeah, exactly. It's what you perfectly said. It's like a circus act. It's like all scripted. Because you can't tell me you in Christianity like, okay, like, you know, when you see like a Joe Osteen or you see like a TD Jake, most of the time it's not people asking questions. It's more so people just sitting there and listening, or it's people, you know, running around doing nonsense, talking about I got the Holy Ghost, and you know, I'm so filled with Jesus, you know what I'm saying? But then like, you gotta understand, like, when you start looking at these people actions, like, I'll give an example. When the pandemic first started, these Christians was bugging out, man. Nobody believed. No, when I tell you these Christians was bugging out so much, nobody believed in what they believed in no more. I didn't see it. You know, you, like I said, you have some real Christians out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
Right.
categorize every Christian, but majority, 90% of you Christians, when the pandemic first started, you bugged the hell out. But I thought you knew the Bible. There was prophecy. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. You Christians, you're not ready for what's coming. What's this second lockdown? Yes, and the second lockdown is right around the corner. I don't know if y'all know what's going on, but they're getting ready to shut this whole world down. I don't know where you people at. I don't know what you're gonna do. Don't start watching our videos. And shout out to the elder of GMS that always say that, because a lot of you bug out Christians, when this shit shut down again, you're gonna start watching our videos. And don't come to our videos. Don't watch our videos. You all you did was scoff, and all you did was try to demonize us. And that's what the scriptures say y'all gonna try to do too. Y'all gonna try to demonize us because, you know, and mainly y'all gonna try to demonize us because, you know, that notion, which is true, that all nations can be saved. So the scriptures, the Lord said, you know, they prosecuted me, so they're gonna prosecute you also. You know what I'm saying? So you Christians, you know, a lot of y'all is gonna be getting prosecuted just because you believe in the Bible. And you know, certain provinces, you know, like China and different places, you can't even believe in the Bible. So, you know, it was in this, I forgot this specific province. It was this pastor, he was teaching outside, you know, literally in that same year they banned the Bible. You know, they had gave him 10 years in prison. You know, a little inside joke, free him. But the crazy part about it is, like, you Christians, you're not ready for what's coming, and I know you're not. Vocab Malone, when the pandemic first started, you left your congregation for 6 months talking about you gotta write a book on the Israelites. You literally stopped teaching for 6 whole months to write a book. No, you was scared because you saw what was coming on the earth, and
Well,
you're gonna have.
most of the Christians, and again, this isn't for every Christian out there because there's obviously some
Right.
differences, of course, but the most popular idea among them is when you bring up these, you know, these calamities that are to come, you know, they'll tell you, oh, you know, we don't really got to worry about that, you know, because we're all going to be raptured out of here, you know, before, you know, any of these terrible things come to pass. And hey, look, that's certainly not true. That's not going to happen. First of all, there's no sweet baby white Jesus coming back on the clouds in the sky. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen because according to the scriptures, Christ is a so-called black man, and he's coming back on what people call UFOs. And hearing that for the first time, you know, that sounds, you know, like a bugged out thing to say, you know, but hey, once you do the research, you come to the conclusion that that's what it is. And that's what we who come on these streams, right? We've done the research into these subjects. So that's why we can boldly proclaim what we so boldly proclaim, that, say, for an example, that Christ is black, or you know, the UFOs are actually the chariots of the Most High.
Look, I'm gonna say this: if you watching a panel, if you watching a panel right now, just think about this. If it's a black man coming to save the world, that means everybody's in good hands. And I'm saying that respectfully. If you see a white person come out that sky, you better run. Look, and especially if you Hebrew Israelite. Inside joke. So, you at the end of the day, and look, let's give Christians the benefit of the doubt. Let's say sweet Jesus was real, which we know that image is definitely not real. That's a picture of 𝙁𝙀𝙀, Pope Alexander VI. But let's just give it some let's entertain it for a while. Let's say a white man was coming in the sky to save everybody, right? What would be the point of even teaching the Bible or enduring anything? what would be the point? Because everybody's saved. What would be the point of even having to go through all of this if everybody's just like gonna be saved when he returns? You know what I'm saying? Because belief, like I said, belief is like going through something, and when you're in that position, like I'll give an example. Let's say you get put in a situation which everybody's going to be tested, with certain things. Some brothers may not get tested with anything. That's just their lot. But majority of people are going to get tested, right? Let's say, for example, you're in a FEMA camp. Are you going to be now in this FEMA camp in this prison system? Like, you know what? I give up. Just give me whatever y'all going to give me. Just eat. Give me the pork. Give me the shrimp. Give me the crab. Give me the lobster. I'll eat it. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be like, look, we're not feeding you. You say you're an Israelite, right? So eat this pork. We'll give if you haven't eaten in 2 days. If you want to eat this pork. And are you gonna do it because you're hungry? Are you gonna eat that pork? It's just pork. I could pray over it. That's what a Christian will say. I'll just
Right.
pray over. I'll just pray over the pork. But the Most High not dealing with that. So you think, and that's another thing. You Christians can't get out of certain judgments pertaining to the Bible. Like you're not gonna say, well, Lord, I was put in the FEMA camp and I ate pork because there was nothing else to eat. Well, what happened to faith? What happened to believing in Jesus? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you Christians, you're faking it, and the pandemic exposed all of you. All of you Christians got the jab. All of you Christians is juiced up. You know what I'm saying? So, and if because I've went in depthly. I got a Bishop channel. My YouTube channel is Israelite Watchman 3. You can put it all together. Israelite Watchman 3. And go to where's like the description part, check out the Big Shoe channel. I've been on Big Shoe for like 9 months now. And, the reason why I went to Big Shoe, because I've got 10 channels deleted on YouTube. Every other time they want to delete my videos, because it got to be true. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no way, you want to delete my video if what I'm talking about is not true. So if
Right.
if you want to catch like in depth, things that I go into, you go check it out on Bishop. That's where I'm mainly at on Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say anything, I could put up anything. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, it's nothing that you can't put up. It's a private owned website, so everybody around the world is on Bishop, and it's you actually got more views. You get more views on Bishop than YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more people on Bishop now than YouTube, because YouTube is censoring everything, and you could still make money, and you can make money on Bishop just like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have a certain amount of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you got 1,000 subscribers on Bishop, you can make a little bit of money over there. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
real quick, we got somebody in the back chat. Before I let them on, I got to make sure it's a real person. Go ahead, Ridge. If that's you, man, go ahead and put on your face cam just so I can confirm it's not a troll, and then I'll let you on. It's all white, man. You might have something in front of the camera. Okay. I see it's you, man. You can put your icon back on, and I'll let you on. Just give me a second. Hey, what's up, Ridge? Can you hear us? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
So what's up with you, man?
Not much, man. I just heard y'all were talking about like pork and stuff.
Wait, Ridge, you believe that's lawful to eat, right?
Well, man, go back.
Yo,
When you come on here.
it's messing up a little bit for you, man.
Oh, is it working now?
Yeah, now it sounds clear.
I said I'm gonna go back to what that guy David said, talking about how you have to soak all the blood out and go through the whole kosher process. So unless you're doing that, you can't really, you don't really.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We got was it Feather in the back chat? Can you put your face cam on for me just a second, just so I can confirm that it's not a troll that's trying to get on here? And then if you can confirm for me that you're really you know who your profile is, I'll let you jump on with us. I just have to confirm because we have trolls who try to jump onto this platform and put up inappropriate content. All right. So if you can
Yeah.
confirm to me you're the real okay, okay, I'll let you on. I'll let you on. All right. All right. So well, what would you like me to call you? Faith or Heather or what would you like to go by?
Faith.
Okay, okay, my bad. What's up, Faith?
What's up?
Okay.
But
Yeah, I told you I'll let you talk in a second, Rich. But I told you I was on with your buddy Good Servant earlier today. I had a little
Hmm.
conversation with him, which we kept it friendly. We kept it friendly, even though we have different, opposing viewpoints, but that was definitely an interesting conversation. I don't know if you got to call that yet.
I have not. I have not seen it. I was not there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Good Servant, we'll give him credit, that he hell, at least he'll let me come on and talk, but I don't mean to be mean to the guy, but he clearly doesn't know much about the Bible. That's just being friendly. That's just being friendly with him. But we always,
I,
go ahead.
I just wanted to say one thing real fast to Ridge, like when you go to ETT's channel, are you there to learn or like because like I'm when I spoke to you the last time, you understand what I'm saying? I spoke to you. This was probably like the last stream or something like that, and I feel like you're not I'm not, and I'm saying this humbly, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're not growing, like I feel like whatever you're doing with the Bible is like it's not showing any growth because like we're in the last of the last days and you're like still trying to figure out if you can or not eat pork or not. That's like elementary. No, you cannot eat pork. I mean, it's really that simple. It's like no winging around it. Like it's just like you can't eat it. It's not that deep. Just stay away from it. It's like like I, I don't even know what to say. Like there's literally a scripture in the Bible that literally says if you're caught eating pork when the Lord comes back, you're gonna be burnt with fire. Like what is the like I don't I don't know, like what is there to tell you or say, like, and I'm not saying this to be mean or anything
What
like
about the
that.
cost process?
You're breaking up a little bit, man.
Yeah.
You
You
might have
breaking
to
up.
drop and come back again.
I said, what about the kosher process that David talked about?
What kosher process?
Like an hour on
You breaking up right now. You can say it again though. I'm listening.
All right, well, he'll have to come back then. But Faith, I got a question for you. You consider yourself to be a Christian, right? What denomination would you affiliate yourself with?
I don't have one.
But you're a Christian, though, right?
I consider myself a Christian because I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay, okay. Now, let's see. Cause how long have you been friends with Good Servant for?
I believe it's going on 2 years.
Yeah, yeah. I've known him for probably a year and a half, just about that. I think I've known him longer than I known Bible Defender for, actually. But it took him a year to let me, come on stream with him. But I'll give him credit. He did have a friendly back and forth with me. So I got to give credit where it's due. But yeah, are you familiar with the Hebrew Israelites?
Of course.
Where people call them, the Black Hebrew Israelites. But what would you say they're going off on from your perspective?
Say that again.
What would you say the Hebrew Israelites have incorrect about the Bible?
I haven't dug too deeply into the Hebrew Israelites. So I don't know
Mm.
very much about. about that subject,
I got one question though.
to be honest.
Um, pertaining to the Bible, like, do you
And who are
actually,
you?
who, me?
Yes.
You could call me Bible defender. You could say that.
Is
But
that your YouTube name?
no, that's just the name I've been going by, for some time now, and I just prefer to call that. So
Okay.
I mean, you could go to my YouTube channel, Israelite Watchman 3. I mean, you could check it out, but that's not the point right now. I just got a question. And then the question is, like,
Hmm.
when you read like, have you read the whole Bible front to back?
Not completely.
So you never read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. You never read the whole Bible.
I'm only 38. I haven't been reading the Bible my whole entire life, dude.
I'm only 23. So,
You know,
and
I've read the Bible completely when I was 16, and then I read it again when I was 18. I'm 19 now, so
Okay,
I've
but
read
do
the
you
Bible.
guys have children? Do you guys have families that you have to take care of and shit?
I got a child that I got to take care of,
Oh,
and
you have one
so
child. Okay, cool.
you can't put Jesus Christ before your kids. That's what Jesus said.
I absolutely put Jesus Christ before my children. Absolutely,
Right,
100%.
so exactly. So you got to make more time
That
for
doesn't
Jesus than
that
your children.
Okay, so that's a judgment on me because I have not read the Bible from
I don't
front to
no.
back because I
What are you
have
talking
Okay,
three
about?
fucking
What are you
let's
talking?
say
children.
this: Have you
Because
Wait,
have you
hold
read
on.
the?
Wait, time out. Hold on. Who said
I
anything
have
about
three fucking
judgment?
children and four fucking stepchildren.
Wait, hold on.
I
What are
have
you?
other
Wait. Hold on.
issues.
Slow down. Calm down. What are you talking about judgment? We just asking you, did you read the Bible from front to back? What are you getting emotional
I
about?
I I'm
It,
not
it
getting
doesn't even. No, because you're cursing and things of that nature. And we're on the panel being civilized. What are you getting
oh,
riled up about? We just
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
you a regular
We
question.
just asked if you read it or not. We weren't trying to start an
It, it,
argument.
it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
and
You're
I
not gonna be
literally
just.
answered no, I have not
Oh,
read it back
oh,
to
okay.
back yet.
Oh, okay, okay. That's fine. Now, have you read the New Testament, the completely full New Testament?
Yes.
Okay, so you believe in Christ, right? What would you say is some of the things that Christ teaches?
I mean, ETT, sorry. You already know. I've been on here before. You know what I believe.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I've had many conversations with you in the past, but your idea would be the same as an average Christian, correct? When it comes to your understanding of the gospel of Christ, right?
I guess if you want to call it that.
Okay. So, what do you think about how, because even Jay believes this too, what I'm about to say, but according to our understanding, we'd say that hell is right here on the physical plane that we live on, the earth, and even Jay believes that as well. What's your take on that?
I think there's a type of hell here on this physical earth.
So I got
What
a
is?
question.
Go ahead.
You like being a woman. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, I would basically look at you as a nurturer. A person that's very soft-hearted. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But as a woman, and this is just more on the emotional side. Like, would you believe? Is it a merciful? You think God is merciful if He literally burns souls for eternity? Like, what would be the point of that? Just think about that. Like, is that merciful? Is that a merciful God?
I don't know if she subscribes to that idea of what was that, the everlasting hellfire, where people are gonna be there forever. I don't know if she believes in that or not. Because not
No,
all
that,
Christians believe in it, but some do. Faith, do you subscribe to that idea, or do you not subscribe to that idea?
I think it depends on what you're talking about.
Okay, that I'll break it down simple. Some Christians believe in a concept of like an everlasting punishment for the wicked, so they believe that the wicked are going to be burning in hell literally forever. Not every Christian believes that, but that's a popular belief that many Christians hold to. Would you say you hold to that belief or no?
I don't hold to that belief for sure. For me, I believe it's up to the Most High to judge who burns forever and who doesn't. And I do believe it depends on what you do in life, your
But you
deeds.
believe that some people could, if God judges some people harshly, do you think that he could let some people burn forever?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so you'd say that you do subscribe to the idea that hellfire is like an everlasting punishment. It can be, is what you're saying, right?
I think so.
Okay. Now, what would you use to back up that premise from the scriptures?
The what?
Let me explain it. So in the Bible, is there anywhere you could lead me to where I could read about that punishment?
Well, I don't have my Bible in my hand
Do,
right
do,
now,
do you
but
know? Okay, do you know one verse off the top of the head that could be similar to the subject?
no, I don't. Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Now, when I go on with good servant, right? I find it funny because why is it that whenever he's doing his streams, right, he'll just talk, but he'll never bring out like a Bible verse. Like I'll literally sit there and watch
Okay.
multiple streams of his, which it can be entertaining at times. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But he doesn't really bring out the Bible. We'll talk about Jesus this, Jesus that, but he won't really go to any verses to back up anything that he's saying.
Okay, but then to be fair to good servant, don't you also talk shit about the Bible yourself?
Wait, what? Could you elaborate on what you mean by that?
Maybe it wasn't you, but someone that has been on this channel has said that scripture isn't
Well,
real scripture.
That's this isn't my channel though, so that wouldn't be
I know it's
affiliated.
not your channel. That's why I'm like, what? I thought it was Jay, but it's not Jay.
Oh, well, he was here a little earlier. He was here a little earlier, but he let me host a stream for tonight. But you said that maybe you misspoken, right? But you said that I talk smack about the Bible, right? So did you say you misspoke on that, or were you saying that I did that?
I think I must misspoke on
Okay,
that. Honestly.
okay. You want to make any other point then?
Oh, I got one more question.
Go ahead.
Um, Pertaining to the Bible, faith. Like, have you ever heard, like, what is your take? Like, do you believe that space is real?
Do I believe space is real?
Yes.
Do I believe in the sky? Yeah.
No, not the sky. The sky is different from space.
All right, then elaborate on space.
Space is what
Wait,
scientists
wait,
say,
wait a
or
second. Wait, so you're saying that if I look up at the sky above my head in daytime and it's blue, you're saying that counts as space too?
Am I saying that?
Yeah. I'm asking you because he asked you if space is real, and then you responded and said something along the lines of you brought up the sky, right? The sky above our head.
Oh, I'm not that is the sky. I'm not saying that.
it's
Like
all right.
say
It's
for an
okay.
example,
Do I
they
believe?
say that they say, hold on a sec, they say that there's trillions of planets out there, billions of light years, these stars away from the earth. And do you believe all that?
No, that's bullshit.
Okay, so you'd agree that deep space is fake then, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what part about it is real though?
I mean, there's the sun and the moon and the stars, but
Let me say this. I would say that there is a small portion of space where the sun, the moon, and the stars, but those are here within the firmament of the earth. So if one wanted to call that upper area space, I guess
Mhm.
you technically could, but what we're saying is deep space is fake, right? Deep space, such as what they tell you in school about, trillions of planets and the solar system layout they give you, that part is fake. That part's not real. But of course, the sun, the moon, and the
Absolutely.
stars, those are, within the firmament above our heads. So that part
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah, that's absolutely a lie. We're not spinning around the sun, the sun and the moon revolve around us. That's what I believe. I'm not going to say the earth is flat because I don't know that for sure because there's mountains and all that shit, but we're not moving. The Bible clearly states that we are immovable and we are his footstool. So,
Hold
yeah.
on, give the sister a hand. Give you a give. You know something. You know something through the
No,
You
I
spirit.
know a
know, we'll,
little.
we'll
I know
give
a little bit.
we'll give good servant credit too because I know that he's a flat earther as well. So that's one topic that me and him could come to an agreement on. So I will give him credit on that. But then he goes off on the Bible. So hey, look, I'll listen to what he has to say when it comes to say for an example, certain life advice because I know he was in the military, right? So he has some experiences. So I'll listen to some of his advice on that. But then when it comes to the Bible, I don't really got to listen to anything you got to say because he don't really know much about the scriptures. Same thing with
Oh,
these other.
sure. To be honest, and I'm just gonna say it, to be honest, I don't agree with there's
Yo,
Jay.
is that you, Jay?
I don't agree with
Yeah.
everything.
What's up,
I
man?
don't I don't
Yeah,
agree
what's
with
up?
everything that good servant says or
What's
that good
what's going on?
Hi
We're
Jay.
just having a chat about a good servant.
Oh, I was in the shower, man. I'm just getting back from work. I heard space, and somebody said space is real. Who said that?
No, nobody said space is real, but we was just asking a question.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you guys a question. This is something that's been on my mind lately, and I might try to work it into a video. But have you ever seen them like them Disney or like type of cartoons? Well, first of all, can you hear me well?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we
can you
can hear
well.
you. Bro.
All right. Oh, you said you
But
can or you can?
yeah, you're
I
We
good.
can hear
could.
you.
Yeah,
You're good.
you good. You good. You good.
All right. I was gonna bring up some like you ever see them cartoons or movies and shit where it's supposed to be like they're mermaids or like it's Atlantis and like they're people but they live like inside this like round dome structure at the bottom of the ocean and they got like this city with inside the dome. You ever see that?
Yeah.
I
Is it
think
a
that.
cart? Is it a certain cartoon?
Well, there's a couple of them that I've seen like that, but like you ever seen something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I know
I'm
what you're
sure
talking about. I
throughout the
can't I
years I
can't
have
think
seen
of
a couple cartoons and movies
Okay,
and stuff
yeah, I
from
think the
Disney.
Little Mermaid's like that. They live like inside a dome.
yeah.
But
There's another one that came out that's called, I think the title is Lucas, and
oh, okay.
he's like a merboy. I don't know, like a little mermaid boy,
Yeah. But
like
not
the
like I
newest
was
one.
at work and I was like daydreaming to myself and I'm like we know space isn't real because they say it's just air out there that shit's floating around it, you know what I'm saying? But then like what is beyond the firmament? Because you know how it talks about the waters above the firmament. So like
Mhm.
what if we're in like a vast ocean and shit and like we're at the very bottom of it, you know what I'm talking about? So like all
Right.
that predictive programming they throw at us is actually how we exist at the very bottom of this very like huge ocean, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You ever thought about something like that? I was wondering about that too
Yeah. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
because then
I don't
You know,
because
think
it
I
some
don't
talks
think
about
I
like
don't
the
think
you,
we're at the
the
you know what
very.
I
flood
find
how
funny though?
I don't
There's
think
what's
this
we're at.
that?
dude on YouTube. I believe. Oh, what's this
I don't
guy's
think we're at the
channel?
very
I
bottom
think
of
it's
it.
called his Feed Your Mind is what he is. Right, he's a flat earther. He has some crazy doctrines and
Oh,
theories that he
I've seen
puts
that
out there.
channel.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that he was on there, he says it's a possibility that maybe the thunder that we hear is might be some massive creatures outside of the dome of the earth that are swimming around. So when they, make a roar or whatever, that might be the thunder that we hear.
To
That's
be
a theory
honest
that
with
he's
you,
put out.
man, you never really know, because like with that kind of, you know, um, model, anything would be possible. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High. I'm not trying to add or take nothing out of the scriptures, but he could probably have like some other societies that are also under a firmament dome that
Yeah,
probably
I mean
exist
that
right
that's
next to
Oh,
ours.
possible.
well,
Could
here's
be.
the thing. Here's the really the thing that
Oh
gets to
wait,
me. Here's
I
the thing
joined
that
through a
gets to
chat. I
me.
didn't know I can click this. You're able to click the
Here's the
comments
thing,
too, right,
Jay,
ETT?
Jay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that
Oh,
gets to
okay.
me
Oh, nice.
is that we are so-called exploring outer space, yet we don't even know what the fuck's going on in our oceans. Like there's
That's a
so many
fact.
sea creatures that we don't even know the name of them or what they are, and
Yeah.
they're really freaky looking.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. You ever see them reports of them like giant looking like
Yeah.
ancient dinosaur looking like sea dragons? They've been like, you know, taking like aerial footage of. They look like the size of a whale. You ever seen that?
Yes, I have seen those.
You guys are
It's super
familiar with
creepy looking.
Leviathan?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
super
yeah.
creepy.
Would you say that could be what that is?
I
Definitely.
would say, I would say no, just because of the fact that when I think of my personal thing, like when I think of a Leviathan, I think of something that's a little bit more like I don't know, like just especially especially in their times, like everything was bigger and things like that. So I'm looking for something like way more monstrous.
Yeah. Right. Well, no, like the footage they showed, it's like the size of like four school buses put together. But yeah, no, like I've always pictured Leviathan like that. You ever see like them like during those sailor times, like where the pirates existed, they had like those images of like these big ass sea monsters that look like dinosaurs. That's what
Right.
I've always like pictured Leviathan looking like.
But doesn't Leviathan come from the sea?
Yeah, so he would
Yeah,
be in
so
the
so
sea,
it
is
is
what I'm
some type
saying.
of a sea monster that lives in the ocean. That part would be right. That it's some type of massive creature that dwells
Yeah.
within
Isn't
the
there a
ocean.
verse that refers to Leviathan? They're like, it says
Yeah,
that God
that's
plays with it. It's like its pet.
yeah. That's you're talking about Job. The what is that? The
Yeah,
41st chapter.
right, yeah. And then I think in Job too, yeah, it's in Job. It talks about the Boheth myth. It's like this.
The 40th chapter.
Yeah, the 40th chapter. Like, I've seen people do videos on it. They're like, "Oh, this is a rhino or an elephant." Then I seen somebody say it's a giraffe. But like, if you look back at that, ain't nothing look the stuff that they say it is like a rhino or elephant. None of that looks like a cedar tree. That has to be like, it reminds me of one of those long necked
Yeah,
dinosaurs. To
yeah,
be honest
the
with you.
sauropod dinosaur. Yeah, that's clearly from when I read it, that's clearly what it's talking about. Right there would be my understanding of that. Is it was talking about a sauropod dinosaur because that's really if you take all of the considerables into consideration, that's the only creature that can fit the description that it gives. The only creature that we know about that could fit the description given.
You know what I be thinking about sometimes? Like I be thinking about like how is it possible? Like, and like I said, maybe sometimes when you deep, you may think too deep sometimes, but I don't let it bug me out. But like I be sitting here thinking like, yo, why is it that like anarchy was like the key, but now we got to go back to something that was already the key. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we was already living in the anarchy type of way, like levels and like ranks and stuff like that. But going back to that is like, how did it? We know how it felt the first time, but like basically things going back to the way it was
You
is just
said
like a
anarchy,
yeah. I might be
like
saying it wrong. I
revolution.
mean, No, not I mean like I think it's higher. I don't know. I might be saying it. I might be saying it wrong, but like but I was talking about before, like how you have like the Most High, His Son,
Oh,
the angels.
hierarchy.
Yeah, yeah, hierarchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
anarchy is having to do with like a revolution.
but yeah, like a revolution. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah,
like
that's
hierarchy.
what Larkin Rose teaches. Which, by
Right,
the
right.
way,
So
anyone listening, you should go ahead and read The Most Dangerous Superstition by Larkin Rose, why the subject of anarchy came up. Go
right,
ahead.
hold on. Let me finish real fast. So basically, I be thinking about like how is it that like we already had all of the hierarchy set up, like you know what I'm saying, but to a certain extent it didn't work. But now I feel like the reason why it's gonna work now is because everybody's gonna be like angelical beings. So it's like the hierarchy that we're gonna have now is like everybody's gonna be like immortal beings. So that's why the scriptures speak about you're not gonna be able to even be able to puzzle in your mind, some of the things that you're gonna be able to see in the kingdom. Just like for example, like and this may be I don't even know, it might be emotional, to certain people that's don't know the scriptures. But if you know the scriptures, you're not emotional about this. But like pertaining to like having multiple wives, like if you ever watched any movie, bro, any movie, what is a kingdom without woman? Like what is a kingdom without woman? Like what that's you got some of these like bugged out Christians talking about some, yeah, you're not gonna be able to have sex, no, you're not gonna be able to do anything physical, you're not gonna be able to touch, see, smell. It's just gonna be like you're just there, bro. That's whack, bro. Like somebody could literally live it up here and call this a better heaven, bro. So like it is no way that the Most High will allow this kingdom to be in anything better than the one that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Everything here has to be.
Okay, can I add something on that real quick?
You
Yeah,
Going
talking
you
by
could,
one
you
of your
could.
statements that you said, right? Because you have Christians out here, oh, there won't be anything physical, you won't eat, you won't have sexual intercourse with women, nothing physical like that. But wait a second, what about right here? If you go to Luke chapter 14, verse 15, it says, "And when one of them that sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, Blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of God." So wait, so if there's nothing physical
Ooh.
that's going to happen in the
Right.
kingdom, how are people going to eat bread in the kingdom of God? That don't make
Oh,
sense.
oh, 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 I got another cut. I got another cut. It's in the book of Matthew, the 11th chapter. It says you're gonna sit in the kingdom of heaven and you're gonna be eating with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Wait, how you gonna sit at a table and eat with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob if it ain't nothing physical going on? You know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
cut.
So, right, right. So it's like some of these doctrines. It's not hard to cut because like eating bread. How do you eat bread? So you telling me I'm gonna just be eating bread and I'm not gonna be able to taste it? What's the point of eating it then? Like you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things you just that's why I say you when you enter the Bible you got to be kind of deep, and that's why certain times like I said
Oh
shout out to
man, oh man, that I remember that one time Bible Defender where we were on with T-Mog and we and him got into an argument, and I was like, wait, so what you're saying is basically is so
oh
men are
yeah
gonna walk
yeah
around the kingdom of heaven without any balls? And he got
right right.
offended and just left the chat room
Yeah, he
because
just left. Oh yeah, he left the live stream. That was that was
yeah,
that was probably like a year ago. That that,
right,
that
right.
was that was a minute ago. But he got emotional over that. But it wasn't nothing to get emotional about because it was like, yo, bro, what do you think we're gonna be doing in the kingdom? Like, do you think we just gonna have? So you think you're gonna see women without a private part? You think you're gonna see? And you know what I mean when I say that.
Right.
But JJ, I'm just gonna say it like that. You think you're gonna see women with no boobs or anything like that? Like, how plain do you people want the kingdom to be? Like just think about it, bro. When you're here on Earth, if you lived like I say, for example, there have been times in my life where I had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But then there have been times in my life where I had $0. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
it's
I
like,
feel that.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, sometimes you know what I'm saying, like, and I don't want to be like, I don't want nobody to get ideas, you know what I'm saying, but there's a point in my life, when you're living wickedly sometimes is it sometimes it's a way of happiness until you start figuring out certain things that you're doing wrong. Like I'll give an example. And according to the Bible, you know what I'm saying, there's a way about going to have another woman, you know what I'm saying? And in the world, people just take having many women as, or I'm gonna just have all of these women because they like me because I got a lot of money or whatever the situation is. But in the ancient world, there was nothing like that because the people that had, like, I'll give an example, King Solomon having 1,000 wives. Somebody might say, well, why was he able to have 1,000 wives? You know what I'm saying? Number one, he had the wealth to be able to provide for all of those women. You know what I'm saying? So people get like the idea of like having women like messed up. Like when you have a woman, your job is to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get the idea of like what a woman, you know what I'm saying? And that's why the woman purpose in the ancient world was just to serve because men was wealthy enough for a woman to just do her job. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. Even with a woman making it to the kingdom of heaven, the woman don't really have a hard job to make the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's more plain, you know what I'm saying, than a man's job in terms of, like the daily things you gotta go through and things that you gotta actually do. Because
The
a woman
hell?
don't,
Who is this
huh?
dude? I don't know who
This
this
is
dude.
Bible Defender. He's talking about marriage and roles
Wait,
in the
wait, I
kingdom
got
of
I got a
heaven.
question. Faith, do you agree that the Bible teaches polygamy?
Me?
Faith.
Oh,
I do agree that there are parts of the Bible where it's okay to have you know um that men have a wife and then they have a midwife. Yes.
Is that okay today, though?
Today it doesn't seem like it's okay, but I mean I'd be fine with it.
Let's say, for an example, because I understand that the society we live in doesn't accept that in most
Well,
places.
I mean
I
Wait,
do.
wait, let me
in
finish real quick.
today's
Wait,
technically in today's
hold
society.
on, real quick. I didn't finish the statement.
Okay,
I
sorry
understand
about
that, but I was going to ask, but say for an example, if somebody did go out and do that today, would God have a problem with
No, I don't think he would.
So
it?
how
All
you
right,
gonna say,
that's the right
how you,
answer.
so how you gonna say, what am I talking about then? And we literally talking about
I
the
I
same
don't
thing.
I don't think she's like understanding what you're talking about.
Because I don't, yeah, I'm not understanding what you're talking
Like how
about.
you went with that. I think.
All right,
Anyways,
what part about what he said are you having a hard time with, just to clarify?
I don't know, I'm just having a hard time understanding him.
everything I'm saying it plain as day. You know what I'm saying?
Is
But
it plain?
anyway,
Is it plain as day? Because it doesn't seem plain as day.
I
If it was
mean,
plain as day, this white ass girl would get it.
Are you off that Henny again, Faith?
that's what I'm saying. You
No.
got a lot of bug outs,
Wait,
but
Faith, do you know that Jesus is black?
I do believe that he was dark skinned. Yes,
Does Good Servant believe that?
I think
you know,
so.
I mean, you should tell him to do a video about that,
Oh,
showing.
that'd be something. I've never heard him talk about Christ's skin color.
Well, what does it matter? What color skin
Well,
he
I
was?
know.
it
Of course,
matters
he would
to
say
his
that
life.
Well, then how
What do you mean?
to
Of
like
course she would
I
say that.
get when people say that,
because
but
that's
then
what
again, we
Christians
got to
say.
figure out then who would the actual Jews be? You know what I'm saying? Like I think by now most of us who visit our
And
pages and stuff
and then
would
hold on.
agree
I just
with
got one thing to say though.
that
Why?
not all
I just
Jews
want
there are
people.
Jews.
People say color don't matter, but how the hell you gonna know who coming to save you? Well, you just want to look in the sky and like just hope that it's good for you. Like that's I don't understand that. Like if I
What
want to
color are
know,
you? What color
He's
are you?
black. He has his profile picture right there. He's
right?
a
You can
black
look at it.
gentleman.
His profile picture is just showing him with a cell phone show in
Oh,
the
hold
mirror.
on. We'll make
Can't
it
see his skin color.
big screen.
Make
Yeah.
it big screen.
Okay. So he's a black dude. Okay. Does that
But
matter?
nobody's black. Nobody's black though. I just want to say to
That
make that
matter
good
to
point.
anyone? Does that matter to you, ETT?
It,
Does that matter to
well,
you, Jay?
I mean that's not the point. I mean, but
Who gives a
Christ skin.
fuck what color your skin is?
Why you being a yo? Look, you gotta. you gotta calm your spirit down. What are you cursing for?
Who
Nobody
cares
has cursed on.
Because who cares what color you are?
I mean, it wasn't even about me. It was
Doesn't
about
fucking
Christ.
matter.
But look, the point of the matter is Christ is black, and that just proves more who the Jews are according to the Bible. Because if you don't,
Did I
if you
not
thought,
just say I believe Jesus Christ was black? Or
yeah,
at
that's
least
good. That's a good.
I said I believe he was dark skinned.
Right, that's cool. That's good. That's a good thing. But now you knowing that it matters because now you know who to look for when you go when he returns. You know that there's no white person
That
coming out the
doesn't
sky.
matter.
It
Wait,
does.
let me chime in real quick.
That doesn't
You know how
matter.
guys are talking about, say for an example, if they did somehow have a hologram that they could put in the sky with this blue beam, right?
Well,
Bring
Matthew
that up.
24 talks about that.
Yeah. Now, say for an example, if they were to make a hologram of a white Christ coming back on white puffy clouds, that would deceive the entire world, other than the few
Well,
of
we
us that
already
know
know
that's
that's
not true.
biblical. It's going to happen.
Well, not from your understanding. We understand that Christ returns on UFOs. So that's where the disconnect comes in,
Oh,
because
we
they could
got
deceive.
Iger television up here.
All right, let me bring him up.
Oh, I didn't. Oh shit! I think you removed him.
Here, hold on.
Oh no, you got him. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Iger, can you hear us?
Yeah. I just muted myself. My bad. I forgot to
All
mute
right,
you.
cool. What's up, man?
Not much, bro. Just getting home, tuning in, and yeah.
Okay,
Say hi to you
that's
guys.
good.
I
That's
missed
good.
y'all, man.
I got something to ask you real quick. I asked you this before, but I don't know if you changed your position. Are you still of the position that nuclear weapons don't exist?
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
wow.
You
Wow.
don't believe they exist? So what are they
That's
showing
crazy.
on so what are they spending all of this money on that they spend on their military budgets? Well, what does all that money go to if this weaponry is fake?
That's a good
In
question.
their pockets, bro. In their pockets, bro.
Yeah.
Well, their pockets are already overflowing.
That's a
You're right
good
about
question.
that. More pockets. They just keep robbing
No.
us left and right.
Look,
So what do they spend the money on though?
What do
If
they
they're not
spend the
spending
money?
hundreds of billions of
It's been
dollars
going
on
to Ukraine.
Yeah, it goes to
There
Ukraine.
are no nuclear weapons. That is bullshit.
wait, but how do you know though?
I don't know.
So
I
wait,
think
but if you don't know, then how can you say that they don't exist?
Now, I will say that there is something that I've been seeing some stuff like they're taking,
I'm not saying they
stuff
don't have
to New
weapons.
York
I'm
or
just saying.
whatever.
wait. Hold on. How is there no nuclear weapons? All you gotta do, first of all,
Whoa,
China,
whoa, 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 whoa,
they
whoa, whoa,
literally,
wait.
they
Wait,
Hold up,
Faith,
literally
hold
just
on.
hold up.
they
If there
literally
were
just posted, they
if there
literally
were
just
nuclear
posted on.
if
Hold
there
on. I'm not
were
done talking. I'm not done
Wait,
talking. You
let him
interrupted
I'm
me.
finish.
not done talking either. If there were nuclear weapons, why would they
Well, how you just
publish
gonna
them?
cut me off?
Why would they
Well, nuclear
why would
weapons is
they
Bible
let you
prophecy.
know? Why would they even fucking let you know about them?
Nuclear
Because it puts
nuclear
fear into
weapons is
people.
nuclear weapons is Bible prophecy. Anyways,
Wait,
nuclear weapons is in the Bible.
Wait,
Where?
let me answer something.
I don't want to
Wait.
be a dick, but like, if like people, I don't mind swearing, but like, could you like probably use it like every hour if you're gonna like say it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
sorry, Faith.
No swearing.
It's
Oh,
like,
I'm
Nah,
sorry.
no
Wait, hey,
swearing.
Faith, let me just answer something real quick.
Find your
You made a
vocabulary.
statement and said
Jay, I'm
you
sorry.
know, you said
nah,
something
you're
along the
good.
lines of why would they,
I
have
used
these
to swear a
nuclear
lot
weapons?
too.
But the reason why is, for one, that would put fear into the population that there's weapons that exist that can wipe the entire, state off the map in seconds. That puts fear into people. So that's one reason. That's how
I
you
feel
can
like
control the population.
personally, it's so easy to just know that nuclear missiles is real. It's not a game. I don't know. I don't even know who came up with that theory that it was fake. They're
Well,
gonna shoot these
I know
nuclear
Eric
missiles
Dubay
at
was
America.
believing that.
These missiles gonna hit America,
Yeah, I originally
and they
heard it
gonna.
from Eric Dubay, but there was after like watching his video, I watched like a bunch of other videos. So basically, the main gist of the nuclear weapon hoax, I'll just tell you, just so you know, anyways, whether you agree with it or not, is back in the World War II, 1945 era. they supposedly bombed Japan, and then well, the whole thing was in the Cold War, right? They always had these big bad America, big bad Russia, and the 70s they went ahead and destabilized all of the Asian countries. Created little left side, right side, so these proxy wars, and then at the end, the Illuminati bankers won, right? So now you can go to Vietnam, use your visa, no problem. The whole goal is to get to a one world currency. So in the 80s, they did the
So
same thing in
I got
Latin
a question for
America.
you.
Wait, hold on, let me finish though. Give me 60
Okay.
seconds. So in the 80s, they went to America, same thing. Russia, Russia's gonna bomb or America or whatever. We got this war. We don't want it to escalate to a nuclear war. So they kept doing this over and over, to the point that they're still doing it. Right now, we're in the Ukraine, and it's still the same scenario. They've been doing it since the 70s with the whole, America and Russia on one side that they're gonna blow each other up. So they have to go and destabilize all the economies of the whole entire world. That way, we can get to this where we're at now, where you can use your Visa card just about everywhere you go in the
Wait, so
world.
so you
But
don't
that's the-
think so you don't think
that's
that,
how to
say for
get
an
to the one world
example,
currency. Period.
hypothetically, okay, but hypothetically, right, if America and Russia were to go to war tomorrow, you don't believe that Russia could actually blow America up?
We've been at war since the World War II ended, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. We've been at war with Russia. Uh, in the 70s, Vietnam, that was Russia funds one side, America funds the other one.
Okay,
Uh,
I
Latin
understand. I
America
understand
all
that.
through the 80s. Like
I
they did it
understand.
everywhere, bro.
Okay, now I understand that, but how does that prove that nuclear weapons don't exist?
Well, we never seen them. All we saw was a couple of videos
We
from the
never
50s,
seen them. I
from the
can show you. I
45,
can
from
send you pictures of
1945.
it.
You can see the pictures,
But
but
wait,
they might as well be
but the
cartoons, bro.
1945. Wait a second. The 1945. That was not a nuclear bomb. This
Right.
is you can do the research on it. That was a
What
different
was
type
it?
of
And wait,
bomb that
how do
was
they
used.
so what is
Wait,
the
what,
video? So
what was 1945? That was the end of World War II when they bombed Japan twice. So I
so
mean, it wasn't a nuclear
what
bomb. They just carpet bombed them, and they showed us a bunch of bomb
my,
plumes to the
I
So
point
just
so
that
I just
all
got
of the
one question.
pictures. So all of the pictures online of nuclear weapons. That's all fake.
what happened.
So
My
you're
my
saying that all of the pictures on Google, on the
Oh, what the
internet,
fuck?
and video footage, that's all fake?
I lost
Well,
8 subs.
we
What
can
do I
look
have?
at some video footage real quick because I'm sure you've seen the video. You brought it up, but even that Eric Dubé video in 10 minutes, he goes over how fake this was. It's like
Wait a second.
a lot
If
of
you're
cutting.
talking about
Just like wait. But you're saying we got videos, and of the moon. I mean, the moon landings being real. We got videos of a Mars rover on Mars. But
hold on a
you know
second.
better than that.
Iger. Iger, hold on a second. Don't miscredit what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, say for an example, we have video footage that we can see is in real life that's not CGI of these weapons, right? Now
Let's
I
see it.
understand going by the moon
Let's
mission
see it.
is
Hey, pull it up,
obviously
bro.
that's
Pull
fake.
it up. Put a link. I'll share
Well,
it. Put a link. Whatever you think is a real
I ain't on
missile going
I'm
on.
not
Put
on
it
a
up.
computer,
Let's see it. Let's
so
watch it.
No, he's saying he could pull it up.
Let's do it. Pull it up, bro.
pull it
well,
up.
Let's
well,
watch a
well
video.
somebody
Let's watch a
well
video about nuclear bomb
somebody
going
but
off.
I mean somebody could share their screen. I mean, so this is my only question. So what are the videos of them testing these hypersonic missiles? Them shits is like actually you can't you how do you even make something that fake that's going that fast?
How do you get to the moon? 237,000 miles away, and how do people still
We
believe
don't
that?
believe that.
I know you guys
Hey,
don't believe that, but you can see how easily that can be a fake. So just because they tell you they got these missiles, they don't
So
they don't have to
so
have
you
these
believe
missiles.
okay,
ETC.
so you believe that say for an example, China was recently testing their missiles, right? So the footage we have of that's all fake, right?
Bro. I mean,
ETC
I'm not
and
saying
Kid.
missiles are fake. All right,
Yo,
that's
what's
one
up?
thing to say missiles are fake than to say
I gotta head
nuclear
out.
weapons
I'm
are fake.
keeping my
That's
Oh,
two
okay.
different
mother-in-law
things.
awake.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay,
Thank
now
Nice to
Iger,
you
meet
guys.
you.
Take
you
care. Thank you for
also
having me
Take care.
on.
No
yeah,
problem.
yep.
God bless.
Now
Bye.
Iger, you
Because
also believe that you also believe dinosaurs are fake too, right?
well, I would say most dinosaurs are fake because some of them were real, like you know, we have like a carving in the temple in Cambodia, Angkor Wat or whatever. They have like some type of dinosaur, stegosaurus looking thing. And then we got some paintings too. But like the few dinosaurs that did exist before 1842, so
Oh wait,
rich or old.
you're
But
of
when
the
a
idea
dinosaur,
that
they
dinosaurs
were
don't
called they were
exist.
called dragons. Most of them, like you know, you see Jurassic Park
Yeah,
and
we get that.
even
Yeah. But are you saying that in a larger aspect, dinosaurs never existed?
I'm saying
Is
most
that what you're
dinosaurs
alluding
never.
to?
What I'm gonna tell you what I believe real quick, because I'm not saying all dinosaurs didn't exist, because I do believe there was some like not a bronchosaurus. I forget what the smaller ones are. I don't bronchosaurus. I think they even said those didn't exist anymore. Like I remember talking to an atheist and he's like, "Nah, those weren't real. They were fake, or not fake, but they didn't exist, whatever." So there were some dinosaurs. I'm saying, but a lot of these dinosaurs that we get presented in our movies and TV shows, they found a tooth or a giant leg bone, like a giant. It could have been a giant human. It could have been a giant chicken, because you know there was Noah's flood was about 4,400 years ago, and I think even you guys agreed to that. And back then, everything used to grow bigger. So these evolutionists, they find these huge bones. They're like, yeah, dinosaurs. They used to be big reptiles, not the big birds. So they're basically telling us that there was big birds back then, and they changed their mind throughout time, and they
So,
made it
so
off
you
Well,
would
I
say
mean,
evolution. But
that's
that
what a dragon is, though. Basically, wouldn't you say that? Because they flew.
yeah,
wait, but
and I
you'd
will
say that
say,
T-Rexes are fake, right?
I will say a T Rex was probably a big chicken, bro.
Okay, but what do you think about like the excavation videos we have where they excavate the
You
skeletal
ain't gonna
remains?
find any such thing, brother.
Oh,
I look for it. You can't
uh,
find it.
I mean,
Go for it.
I could find I'm sure I could
Go
find
for it.
hundreds of videos
Yeah,
on the
you
internet, and
can't
I
find
could
one,
send you
bro.
them.
You can't even
Okay,
find one,
okay.
bro.
Let me ask you something. I know you believe in
Of
the
a T
giant
Rex, not of a
skeleton.
T
Wait,
Rex.
wait,
You like
wait.
I said, you
Okay.
might find other animals, but not a T Rex, bro.
Uh,
Because when I looked into this
okay.
T Rex thing, like you know the Eric's debate video, I saw that like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, I
And then
see.
he says no complete skeleton has ever been found. So I'm like, let me go look this up. And sure enough, recently at the time, it was like I guess 2018 maybe around that time. So somebody, okay, yeah, we found a complete T-Rex skeleton, and the story's so sketchy. Some, you know, again, like you figured, like it's a group of dino hunters that go out look for dinosaurs. You know, they got to find something for to get funding for the next year. But so they go out, they couldn't find anything. They're heading back, you know, disappointed. They decide to stop at a gas station, and this lady goes to the back of the gas station, and then lo and behold, she while everybody's using the bathroom, or whatever, getting gas, she just stumbles upon the first complete T-Rex skeleton ever found. So it's just so stupid, bro.
Is
They
this a
just
true story, or are you just
true
like,
story, true story. 4 years ago, I was looking. Let me see if this is true that no complete skeleton of a T-Rex has ever been found. So I looked it up, and there was one that was found recently. And then the story is so riddled with like controversy, but it's such I you can't even believe you can't make that stuff up, bro. Like, yeah, just go.
Do you know
Let's go
that
looking
there
for
was a
dinosaurs. You can't find any. And then on the way back, we stopped at a gas station, and this lady just went
oh,
behind the gas station and found the first ever
okay.
complete T-Rex skeleton.
Okay, now there's over in Israel, right over in Jerusalem, there was a stone that they found. And I can send you the pictures of this stone, but it's a horse on it, and there's a massive creature that's biting down on this horse, right? So the horse fell to its knees in pain. Now, if you look at this stone, and you can look it up, it looks like a T-Rex is biting the back of this horse on
yeah,
this
I seen
stone
that
down in
they
Jerusalem.
called it a dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and I hold to
Well, they
like
were called
I do hold
dragons
to that
back
there
then.
were dragons because they're all over our mythology. So, like I said, I do believe what you would call dinosaurs, which the word dinosaur didn't exist before 1842. They were all called dragons. Every big lizard. Uh, a few did exist, but not all the stuff were presented in our cartoons and
Okay.
movies.
So what kind are we presented with today that would be fake, other than the T-Rex that
I would say
you
probably
already
the
went
T
over?
Rex is fake, and I would say a lot of these things were big chickens, big ducks, big ostriches, and they
So
find like a leg
can
bone
you
or
name more than one? Can you name more than one that's fake?
I think most of them are fake. Like the few that are real, I think they're in our mythology. So like the
Oh,
dragons of mythology, I think we had like maybe plus we got the big lizards too to consider. Like even the lizards used to be bigger before the flood. So like they got this flying lizard that's still alive today. It's called the Draco lizard. It's just not that big, but you know what I mean. That could have been 100 times bigger back then. So it
what
could have been
about
a
the
dragon.
sauropod dinosaur? Is that fake?
I think that's the one that looks like a bronchosaurus, but I think that one's real because I've seen like a painting from like the it seemed like it was like around the 1500s where because there's still a lot, there's a few stories of dragons being alive with man, like Marco Polo recounts a story of
Right.
when he went to Asia, one of the kings or whatever they call them, people over there, he had a chariot and it was being pulled by some dragons. So there is some mythology with dragons, but it's not a lot. It's not like like for evolution to work, they needed like thousands of different species of dinosaurs, maybe even hundreds of thousands of different species of dinosaurs. And but that's not the case. The whole evolution is a lie. The concept of the Jurassic era is a lie. So everything before the flood just used to be
Now,
bigger,
now,
and
hold on a
some of
second.
them
Now,
still
with
grew
that
big
logic,
after the flood. But after
okay.
they,
Now,
but
hold on a
because
second.
something
Let
changed
me
the
just chime in
atmosphere.
real quick.
So yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'll deal
You
for
made
it.
a statement that said the Jurassic era, is fake because that goes along with evolution. Right now with the same line of reasoning, right? When I go to school, I'm told that the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. I know that's not true from my own experiments and reasoning. Now, just because they lied to me about how far away the sun is, of course, that doesn't mean that the sun is fake. Obviously, the sun is real. So what I'm correlating here is I could agree with you that the period they called Jurassic period, maybe they made that period up, but that doesn't mean that these creatures did not exist on the earth at some point in time.
Well,
So I
because
think
you
we
you don't believe in giants, do you? I think that's the problem
No, he
do
is
I
because
does.
then
He's
do I
mentioned that he
believe
believes
in
in
giants?
giants.
Hold on a second. I do believe that there were men who lived in the past who were 15 to 20 feet tall. There's plenty of evidence that exists to support that there were, as we would call, giants that
right.
did
So if
walk
a
the earth
if
at
if
some
an
point in time.
evolutionist an evolutionist came across a giant leg, what would they make of it? They would make up some type of dinosaur with it. They're not gonna say, "Oh yeah, there was giants." You know what I mean? So this is where the a lot of these dinosaurs come from. They find a tooth and they make up a whole animal, and that's just the way it is. They hardly ever find complete skeletons of anything.
Well, I mean, we'll say that same thing with the giant skeletons, right? They only find a couple of the bones there, and they got to piece it all together. So going back to the dinosaurs, right? I mean, there's other evidence that exists, like say for an example, the 𝙁𝙀𝙀𝙀 figurines. Have you ever heard of those?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do believe a few existed. Like, and again, like,
But
I give a credit to like the mythology too when it talks about dragons. And then without even mythology, you got some historical records that mention dragons. Um, and the Young Earth creationists have great videos putting those together. I could probably pull one up if you want, but like
oh,
you're saying,
by the
those
way,
stones.
how old do you think the Earth is?
Yeah, I hold to a 6,000 years old because I hold to it was made in 6 days. But I know you hold to like a 12,000-year-old Earth because you give it like 1,000 years for every day of creation, pretty much. And that's okay by me. I don't really care, but we could have a 6 day versus a 6,000 year creation. But it's kind of like the same concept. We don't believe on this whole evolution nonsense. I don't know if you do actually. I guess you would a little bit because you give instead of day three, the trees were created. Day four, the sun, moon, and stars were created. Day five,
Wait,
the
wait a
sea
second. You
creatures.
said you made a statement and said that it's Bible Defender. I'll let you chime in a second. But you made a statement and said that I kind of a little bit in a way would be subscribing to the theory of evolution. Could you elaborate on that? How we're somehow alluding to
Well,
having some type
I
of
mean,
belief
it's
in
not
the
the same. You're
theory of
right. I
evolution?
take it back. I retract. I retract. I
Yeah,
don't think we believe in
and
evolution at all.
I just and then I had another question, but not really a question. I'm gonna ask the question, but pertaining to nuclear missiles and it being a part of prophecy. that's not really where I'm getting at. But when did you like subscribe to the idea that fully like convinced in your mind that they were fake? Because the first time I heard about nuclear weapons being used for like a purpose, like the purpose I heard, the purpose I heard, and then when I did certain research and looked into certain things, the purpose of nuclear weapons was they was literally using nuclear weapons to break the firmament. So
Yeah,
I do
that's
like
remember
actually
that.
right. That's a good point. What did they call that? They call it
Operation High Jump,
right,
no,
so
no,
that
high jump was
Oh no, yeah,
or
you're right.
deep
that
freeze.
that was for Antarctica.
No, it's Operation Fishbowl,
Yeah,
and
fishbowl.
and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like a
that's
branch
the
of
one. There was
Operation
a couple
Dominic.
of them they did down
right.
It's
So when I
Operation
was doing,
Dominic, and
so
then
when I
they
was
had
doing,
like Operation Fishbowl.
right. So when I
Yeah,
was
so
doing the
I
that
was
is a
thinking.
good point. So Iger, how
This is
would you say they don't exist when they were sending nuclear missiles up there to break through it?
right. That was the whole
yeah, I would.
purpose. That's when I knew that they was 100% real. Now I would say, I've heard people
No,
say the reason why they don't like subscribe that they're actually gonna use them, because I deal with a lot of, like, if you got big shoot, you know what I'm saying, I deal with a lot of people. So people be like, they're not gonna use them because, they basically want to live a certain way and they're all in cahoots, like they all like you got this dude Zelensky and you got this dude Putin, having dinner with each other, like they're not bombing each other's like damn province. But
Right.
so
They've been
so
best
so they're
friends, bro,
all
throughout the whole thing. That's what I'm. You see it. You seen that picture,
right.
or
So
you
they
seen the videos.
right
But
exactly. So they're all friends. But I'm trying to say, let me finish. I'm trying to say, so they're all friends and things of that nature. So it's like people was like, they're not gonna really use that because they're all friends. So that's why they're never gonna use it. But when I look at the prophecies in the Bible, they're gonna use it because that's what the Lord wants them to use those missiles for. So my question to you is, what will be those? What are they? What was they sending up to the firmament? Like, what was that? Like, what happened?
just big bombs, big bombs. Like the whole concept of nuclear bombs is that you can literally get nothing to explode. Like you're just exploding an atom. So it's basically a big bang in a bomb or something. And that's
So so
that's
what's so what's
I
so
don't
what's
I don't
going
think
on
I
in
don't think
Ukraine
that's
right now?
possible. I don't think that's
So what's going
possible.
on there?
It,
What's
if you
going on
want,
there in Ukraine right now?
they're just shooting each other with regular bullets and regular bombs.
You mean they're actually using missiles though?
Yeah, I believe in missiles, but they have to have some type of payload, like for it to explode. They're not nothing explode like
So
the
so how
concept
is
of
that
nothing
these
exploding
missiles?
is ridiculous, bro. They gotta have
So
a
how is
payload.
so how is these missiles able to destroy buildings and millions of people?
It
Because
that's never been the
because
case. That's never been the
because
case. It's never been the case that they blow up millions of people. They blew up like a city, and it's like they carpet bombed it, which is basically they dropped a bunch of little bombs on it, and then they superimposed the pictures. If you want, I can play that. You haven't seen this video? Just look up "Nuclear Bomb Hoax" by Eric Dubay. It's like 12 minutes long, and I'm
I don't
telling
really
you,
care for Eric Dubay.
yeah, I
Like
feel
people who don't really, preach about Christ in some kind of way, I kind of, to be honest,
I
I
stopped
tune
watching
out.
him because of that, bro. When he came out with his Jesus Never Existed video, I was like, there's something wrong with this guy. But with his flatter stuff, a lot of it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'll
And
give him credit. I'll give Eric Dubay credit because I've known about him for years. Because I was into the flat Earth since 2016. So I've
yeah,
read one of his book, right, The Flat Earth Conspiracy. I'll give him credit. He has a lot of good
yeah, he
information
does
when
his
it
thing
comes
on
to
that,
the
but he
flat
goes
Earth.
off on a lot of
But,
things.
but then but
well,
then it goes off on certain subject matters. So
here's
you
the
got to
video
take
that
the
I'm playing.
reason.
It's the video from Eric Dubay, right? And here they got video footage of these people just stacking dynamite and saying it's for a nuclear test, and then
Yo,
they
hold on a
use it
second.
on the other
Did
side,
you
and
ever
then
see? Did you
they
ever
stack them
see
on the
that
other side.
video? Did you ever see that video from Joe Rogan when he had that paleontologist on there and they reacted to the video that Eric Dubay did about dinosaurs being fake?
I watched the whole thing. That one I did. Yeah.
Would you
two
say that the
hours, bro.
guy
This
on
guy, this
there?
guy was unemployed, unemployed paleontologists. Like I don't even know. Like they picked the
So,
worst paleontologist.
so you would think that he was lying about what he's saying, right?
He's
That because he
misinformed,
actually
bro.
has experience of digging up these remains, right?
Bro, the dude literally said, I don't have a job right now. I
But does that
study
mean he didn't have one
paleontology.
before?
He's like he looked like just some
Okay.
tattoo
If I
artist
say,
at a
say for an
bar or
example,
something that they picked up.
wait a
Who knows?
second.
I don't know
I'm
if he's
I am
lying or not, bro.
Oh, okay,
I never
okay.
tried to
Hold on a
research
second,
him.
brother. Brother, hold on a second. I myself I am unemployed right now at this moment in time, right? But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that prior I had a job, right? So same thing with him. That doesn't mean that he's lying about,
Well,
he used to have a job in paleontology, but
hey,
maybe he doesn't have it right now, but it doesn't mean he did not before.
what I'm saying is this, bro. Like that guy talked. That was like a 3 hour. No, it was like a 2 hour live stream, I think. And while he was on, and 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 the video was like 20 minutes long, bro. Like they wouldn't even let him say like a sentence without interrupting him. The
Well,
video, they would pause it, and
that's not necessarily true.
if you could
Going
watch,
back and
well,
rewatch.
I don't know, it'd probably be hard to find that, but yeah, you could
Well,
be
I've
watching.
watched
I
it.
know I
I've
was
watched
watching
it
the
a
thing,
couple of
like
times.
I was like, man, just let the video play. Like just wait
But
like
but they
5 minutes
did, but they did
without
let the
interruption.
video play. They let it
They
play for
did
two
not,
minutes,
bro.
and then
They
they
did
pulled it
not.
and comment on it though.
Nah, they like they will play like 2 3 words, and then the dude will jump in and say
So,
how
so
this
I got a
guy's
question. I got a
crazy,
good
thinks Earth
question.
is flat. He's
So
misunderstanding
what do you
paleontology. I went to school. Go ahead,
so
bro.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do like if you see like nuclear missiles actually hit America? What are you
Uh,
gonna do?
like I said,
Because
bro, I
it's
would think
actually coming, whether you believe it or not.
show me where it's at in the Bible, because I went through this with ETT one time, and all he could pull was there was going to be arrows fired somewhere, and arrows could just talk
I'll
about
show you one.
missiles.
I'll show you one. Revelation chapter
It says,
17, start at verse 16 on down. Can you grab that?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up.
Okay. Now, when we
Revelation.
read this scripture, if our understanding is incorrect, it would be on you to explain to us how you perceive this to happen. Because from our understanding, when we
Yeah,
read about her getting burned by fire, it obviously looks like they're using these nuclear weapons from our understanding. So let's read this, and if our understanding is incorrect, enlighten us on why you might see different.
All right, gotcha. Revelation 17 verse 16. You
Read the
said
verse 18. Start at Revelation
18,
chapter 17, verse 16 to verse 18.
16 to 18.
Yeah.
I think you got it wrong, but I'm gonna read it. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
now, do you know who the 10 horns is,
For
or
me,
what it
the ten
represents,
horns.
rather?
For me, the 10 horns represent 10 kingdoms. So it could be talking about the best way I've heard it explained is the United Nations actually has like 10 revolving seats, and I want to say
Right,
three
right,
permanent
right.
seats.
Okay,
So for me,
right. So
these it's in the United Nations is kind of like the beast. The beast is talking about like the kingdoms that come together at the end here, and we're
right,
there,
so
we're literally there. But
right,
like
so
it says, all right, yeah. So and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
right,
For God
exactly.
has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Right,
So
right. Now it says that these kings are going to burn her with fire. Now, how
yeah,
does a nation burn another nation with fire?
man. At this point, you could use regular missiles, or like I said, they carpet bombed Japan, right? So it's
Hold on,
like
wait,
this.
time out, time out. I just want not to cut you
They
off,
call them
but how is
incendiary
how is
bombs.
that gonna make America desolate though? You know what the word desolate means, right?
It's like a desert, like
Ex- exactly. So
broken down.
how exactly? So how is those little bombs gonna make America totally desolate?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hell, man. If you look at some of this video footage, man, it takes one missile to take down like one building, maybe half of a apartment
Right,
complex. So you're telling me
right.
they're gonna make this place desolate with those? Come
We're,
on,
we're
It's
talking
no,
about a city. We're
it's
talking about one city
it's
here, just right? Like,
Wh-
no. We talking about
well,
America.
the city's talking about America in Revelation. That's that great city. Wait, so
I
you
mean,
think it's actually one city?
well,
Wait, are
we're
you the
talking
dude that said you think Mystery Babylon is actually New York? Or who says
Get the
that?
hell out of here.
about, well, to me, Mystery
But no, I
Babylon.
think that's Mike.
Yeah, well, Mystery Babylon, I think it is. It might be New York, right? Because they talk about but I think Mystery Babylon is bigger, right? Like it involves the
Oh,
Roman
okay, yeah, then it
Empire and
was
all
you
the
then.
societies and
Hold on,
whatnot.
my thing is
But
hold on.
when you
I just
touch
want
the
to
Bible passage, what's the Bible passage where it
18.
talks
It's
about
gonna help you.
that great city?
The
Read
great
verse
city. Well,
18.
there's a couple of them. There's one in there's a couple of them. There's one that we just read. There's one in
All right, wait,
Revelation
hold on.
11 verse
Let's
8.
slow down. Let's slow down. You read
Yeah.
Revelation 8. Read the 18th verse again. So you telling me New York City reigns over the kings of the earth?
No,
Exactly. So it's not
no, it
talk.
doesn't, bro.
So, exactly. So it's not Babylon. It's not no damn New York City. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of wickedness going. I live in New York City. I live in probably the most wickedest borough
Yeah,
ever. But
you need to
this
get out
ain't.
of there, bro.
Look,
Because whatever,
Harlem.
you need to get out of there, bro.
I mean, no,
There's
I don't
something
need
in
to
New
get out
York
of
for
here.
sure, bro. You need to get out of there, bro.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
need to get
Come
out
to
of here.
Florida, bro.
I'm.
Florida's nice.
No.
It's getting expensive,
I'm
bro.
good. I'm good here, and the reason why I'm good here because whatever is gonna happen is sanctioned by the Most High. So, I'm not. Least you be happily trying to fight against the Most High, Yahweh. So we're not trying to fight against the Most High.
Right,
We
right.
live in.
We're hoping that we're called up into that salvation. So yeah, other guys, with that flea doctrine as they call it, right? They're
Right. That's that.
leaving to
That's
go
he,
somewhere
brother.
else.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta. You don't got faith. You in that flee spirit, brother. Talking
Right.
about flee to Egypt to escape the destruction. Brother, you can't flee. When the nuclear missiles hit America, I can't say, well, I'm going to Florida. To
Come
escape
to
the destruction.
Florida, bro.
Oh, when
Oh, wait a second. Did you
It's
guys
a
see that
vacation.
when this cat? Wait a second. What's this dude? Brother Polite, right? Brother Polite went down with one of the GMS camps, and he told them, "Hey, look, man, when those missiles are coming over here, I'm just gonna hop on the plane and I'm gonna all escape the missile." Is basically what that demon was on there saying.
hold on, and I got a question. Igor TV. What are you going like? The Bible speaks about a global famine. What do you think about that?
I'm with you on that, bro.
So,
It's
when a
definitely
global
a family.
famine, right. So it's about to be a global famine. What's the point of going to damn
Yeah,
Florida?
right around the corner.
Yeah. Right. So
Right around the corner.
it ain't no escaping the Most High's judgments. You just gotta live. You gotta be righteous. If you the righteous, you gonna be all right. The scriptures speak about my servant shall eat, but ye shall be thirsty. My servant shall
Yeah,
eat, but ye should be hungry. So if you the Most High servant, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be eating. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
I will.
for
I
right
will
now,
say
for
it helps to learn how to grow your own food. Like if you knew like also what wild food is edible. Like I've been looking at that for like the last year.
you gotta live with faith, brother. You in this trying to make it, spirit, brother. Brother, the Most High
You
not
sound
did.
real paranoid, man.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
brother,
for sure, bro.
brother, you in this spirit of I gotta grow this. I gotta go get me an extra light so when the lights cut up, brother. The Most High not
Oh yeah.
dealing with that, brother.
I'm getting me one of
No,
those solar power generators, bro. That's my
I
my
mean,
next shop.
it's good to have that though. Like in the meantime, I'll give you
hold
that,
on,
man.
hold on.
But you can't be
Can
like
somebody
paranoid
get?
on everything regarding that.
I'm learning how to grow
Can somebody
food.
get? Can
Only thing I've
somebody
been
get
able to grow
second address?
successfully is papayas
Can we get a Bible verse real fast?
and
Yeah,
I've had
I agree. Can
peas.
you pull that out?
Can we
Yeah, go.
second address 16? Can we get second
Yeah.
address 16 and verse 40? Second address 16 and verse 40, because I think you need to hear this, brother. This you need to hear this scripture.
All right.
Because
Appreciate that.
through the spirit and power of the Most High. Second
Second
address 16
Ezra.
and verse 40.
What?
16 chapter and the 40th verse. I think you need to hear this. It might even throw some little more fear on you, but that's not the point
Oh,
either. You need to.
question, ETT man. How's this working on your end? Are like, do you see this like working out, like this kind of stream setup?
Yeah, it looks like it's fine on my end.
No, I mean like the whole thing in general of like the multi-streaming and like you on the main
Yeah,
page. Like,
I don't have any problems with it as far as I see.
you do realize though is you can add your own YouTube page as a broadcast network too. I won't have no access to it, but it will show up on the stream page. But I wouldn't stream to it unless you said so. But like, you can add your own actual YouTube page. So like, while you're streaming on here, you can also stream on your own channel as well.
Oh, that's cool, man. I might go ahead and try that.
Yeah,
So what? Can we read the verse real fast?
yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 40, you said?
Yeah, verse 40.
Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth,
Right.
let
So
him be. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that I will that will lose. LOSE is the word. He that occupies merchandise, and he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that
you
soweth,
can stop right there.
he
You
shall
can stop
not
right there.
reap.
But the point, the real point of the matter is, second, just the 40th verse was, and then those evils be even as pilgrims on the earth. So there's gonna be a time where you're gonna be a pilgrim on the earth. You know what the word pilgrim is, right? A person that has no place of refuge or safety. So you're gonna be a pilgrim on the earth. You're gonna be running around trying to find some type. You're not gonna be. I don't know. Like, are you kidding me? You think you're gonna just be in your house chilling while everything all hell is breaking loose? You think you're gonna just be in your crib?
Nah, not me, bro. So let me tell you something real quick. And
And look,
it's
and I just want to tell you this too. You're not gonna live off the grid either. I just want to tell you that they're not gonna let you do that. They're coming to get everybody. They're not playing around.
well,
This is not a game.
you know,
There's no.
I've been going out talking about 5G and the injections and all the chemtrails or whatever for like 4 years,
Yo,
right? I've been
if
on
you're gonna
YouTube
like
and
refer to the situation the last 2 years, try to like use
yeah.
the
No,
coded
no, no, no,
language.
no. That was it. I was just saying like yeah, the Fauci ouchie or whatever you want to. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, so I've been talking to a lot of people within the what you say is truth community or whatever, right? Because trying to wake people up. Just I don't even know what motivates us, right? Like we got some type of motivation to go out there and just tell people to warn them or expose the works of darkness or whatever. So it's like it like comes from within. I don't know. I got deleted twice off YouTube, and then I just make more pages like Sacramento does here. Like I'm
Yeah,
sure we're not
it's
making money off of this. If you are
two
making money, it's not
fulfillments
a
in what to do is either to expose the enemies or spread the word. That's usually my main goal.
My point of doing what I do personally speaking, I had 10 channels, you know what I'm saying? All 10 of them got clipped. But my point of doing what I do personally speaking is not only trying to wake people up, but the content that I make is I literally everything I post, I make sure it's coming out of horse's mouth. So you can know that it ain't me trying to just convince you that you need to just be like quote unquote conspiracy theorists. No, I'm showing you the videos. If you go to all my videos on my channel, it's literally the horses saying it out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like to leave. I like to leave my content. When you go to my channel, I'm basically leaving it up to you. What do you want to believe now? You gonna still believe the lies after this person done literally told you what they, you know what I'm saying, what they're trying to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like to do. I like to leave you with no choice but to say these people is just wicked. There ain't nothing I could do. Like I posted a video earlier. You got these people. They literally got the children in the classroom wearing masks, eating crickets.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
I feel you on
the
that, bro.
future for your children. That's the future for your children. Eating crickets and wearing masks.
Yo, I
Just think
got a
of
Oh, that's
question.
another repetition I've been seeing a lot lately, is the promotion of eating insects for some reason. Like they're gonna make meat obsolete, and the only thing that they're gonna resort to is making us eat like crickets and bugs and
Mhm.
shit.
Right. That's what Klaus Schwab
I've
said.
been seeing that a lot lately. Yeah, that's who said it.
Right. The World
And
Economic
you know,
Forum,
it's
that
funny,
being
like you say that, cause yeah, you can show these people, like, look, you can show them videos of Klaus Schwab saying, you know, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. You could talk about Agenda 2030 on the UN website, or the Rockefeller Lockstep plan on the Rockefeller website or whatever, and they're like, they don't get it, bro. They think you're just making stuff up. I'm like,
Hey, I got something to ask you, Iger. Would you be in agreement with us that we're living in hell?
nah, I think this place can be both hell and heaven, bro. But
no.
I
So,
would
but
say,
but
like,
you
right
still
now,
believe? Go ahead.
yeah, I would say right now, you know, we're definitely going into the end times. But if you could get off grid, like my man to my right
Wait,
here,
but hold on a second. So you're saying that hell can be a condition here, but you still believe that there's a place where people go and burn, right?
oh yeah, for sure, bro. I don't think this is hell. I just said
Are
that, like
people?
if you're in the middle of a war zone, that would definitely feel like hell, right? But you could be in a
Wait.
mountain,
So
living
wait.
in a cabin with your beautiful
So
wife.
this is not. Wait. So this is not. Wait. So this is not hell where you could be walking with your baby and your baby could just get shot in the head by a stray bullet. But this is not hell. Are you kidding me? So look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this humbly. Some of you
You've
people.
been pushed into like cities
So,
where these things
no.
happen. But
Some of you.
if you
It
live,
does. It
you live
doesn't
by
matter though.
yourself, off the
It,
grid in, like, you know, non-populated
that's the
area.
point. You shouldn't have to live like that in general. That's the point of the Lord bringing peace to the earth. But not only that, on a deeper level, some of you people are literally sick, and I really think a lot of you people are disgusting people. And I'm not saying it's just you. A lot of you people are really disgusting. Like when you hear stories like that, and it just say, I could go live or go off the grid, or if you live here, it's a little bit better. If you had $1 billion, it just shows like you
Yeah,
people
I
don't
know how
really
many
care about
times,
other
bro.
people, and you people are really nasty. And I'm
That
not
was a
saying
good
just you,
impression, man.
and
That
and
was, yeah.
and I'm not, and
No,
I'm not just saying I'm not saying just you, but a lot of you people, y'all gotta start taking account of like how other people is living in their living condition situation, bro. This is hell, bro. This is a clear. It's no way, bro. You first of all, if
Well,
you even
it's gonna
been
get worse. I'll say that it's gonna be a lot
right, right,
worse as time
right. So,
progresses till Jesus Christ
so
comes back, for sure.
a global famine that doesn't prove this is hell. Like, what do you people need to see that this is hell?
Well,
Just like you said, people don't want to wake up. What else? What else do you niggas need to see to wake up? The
if
next
you
thing
go
you
back
see,
like
it
a
ain't gonna be
thousand
good.
years, if you were to go back like a thousand years before like all these governments were established by the devil, but if you go back a thousand years where people just kind of did their own
Wait.
Hold on. What do you
Established.
mean? What you
Established
mean
by
by
the
established
devil.
by the devil?
yeah, all these governments. That's why the devil takes Jesus to a high mountain and says, if you
Okay.
worship me,
Hold
I'll
on a
give you all
second.
these kingdoms, because he already had control of the kingdoms, because the whole government thing is it's kind of like what the devil does. He sets up governments that way he
Okay.
could rule over us.
Hold on just one second. Just let me just chime in real quick on this. We read earlier in Revelation 17 where the Lord put it into their minds to fulfill his will. Also Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord, and as the rivers of water her turn it whatsoever he wills. So could you tell me what you mean by Satan set them up? Because our ideology would be that God set up these empires on earth. So
Well,
we'd have a
you
different
well,
idea on that.
so what do you make of like when the devil takes Jesus to a high mountain and shows him all the kingdoms of the earth, and then he says, if you worship me, all these things will be yours. What do you make of that?
It's literally,
If
it's
the devil
literally.
didn't set them up? Now, I will
First of
say
all,
that God allowed them to set them up, but ultimately the devil is the one that set them up. God just allowed the devil to do what he did. That way, he's
So
gonna
wouldn't it
judge us
still
all
be God
individually.
who did it? because Satan got permission from God to do it. So wouldn't God give the final say?
No, I would say Satan did it. God just didn't. God just let
But
him do it.
Satan can't. But Satan can't do anything without the Most High giving him the authority to do so, though.
I would say that he allows him to do some stuff because even like when Sodom and Gomorrah became too
He
corrupt.
allows them to do everything. Is
Right? Yeah,
basically is that.
he could stop him whenever he wants to. But the thing is, us as people that got free will, we get the choice to either
Oh,
follow
Wait,
God
wait,
or
wait.
follow the
another
Free
devil.
can of
will.
beans.
That's
Free
another
will.
Yeah,
can
we
of
got free
beans.
will. You got the
No,
will to,
man, we don't.
if somebody tries
We've
you, you
mentioned
got
this
the
already. I
you can,
agree. We don't
you know,
have free will.
We don't. Wait.
I
Free
do.
I'll give you
will.
I'll give you an example, Iger. Here's a good one. So I actually got this from an atheist. Hold on. Let me sit up. Um.
There's no. And
So
there's no free will all over the Bible. There's no such thing as
right.
free will.
So the argument is that Christians teach that we have free will. And
Hmm.
Islam teaches that too. They also teach a physical hell realm existence, burning for eternity. Um,
Yeah.
and in that kind of aspect is that if we have prophecy that's supposed to be fulfilled, in the meantime, how would there be room for free will when most of this is already determined? Now we already
Right.
have room for what they call it is light determination, where we can like pick, if we want to go to school or like what we're gonna do with our lives, like in the meantime, or like if I want to get something to drink or go to the store, light determination, like, oh, I'm gonna join the army, or basically, that type of shit.
Right.
But if shit's already determined, how's there room for free will? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense.
And then when you
Well, you
read
just said that.
Proverbs
Like, you got
20,
the choice to join the army. You got the choice not to join the army. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's more of light determination. That's not a main impact.
well, that's
I
what I
like the minor
that's what I
Shareg's
say when I say
analogy
free
on
will.
this.
You got the choice to kill
What does he
somebody, or
say?
you got the
Okay,
choice to walk
this
away.
is
You
the
got the
minor
choice to steal
Shareg's.
something, or you got the choice not to steal something.
I'll let him finish.
You got the choice to follow the devil and get all the riches of the world and do all the bad evil things that
Okay,
come along with it, or you
real
cannot
quick, and
choose
that will let
to
you
do that and
continue,
try to
man.
follow
But minor Shareg's
God as best as you
ideology when
can.
it comes to this is that I totally agree with him on this. Take for example, right? If we're in a car, we cannot change the direction the car is going, right? That's all determined where it's going. We have no choice to change that. That represents our life. But
Are
in
you
the car,
driving
we can
or are
do
you a
little.
passenger?
Just let me finish. But in the car, we can do
Okay.
things such as turn on the AC, roll the windows down, move, adjust our seats. We can do
Are
stuff
you
like that.
driving?
So that's a hold on. You'll see the analogy when I finish. So
All right.
how this correlates with our life is our life goes in one direction. We can't change that. That's in God's hands. But you have little choices you can make, such as what shoes you put on, what clothing you decide to wear, and what sunglasses you put on, right? Little stuff like that you have a choice to do. But as far as the direction your life goes, that's
Yeah.
already predetermined. So I like his analogy on that. You can finish.
and hold on, even just think about this part real fast. Like, how is it that, like,
If that was the
a
case,
lot
why
of,
would the devil even bother to tempt Jesus? Why would he offer them the kingdoms of the world? Why, if you didn't have a choice? So for me, like all those things you're talking about, it's irrelevant. Like I would say your free will, because I do say like the
Oh,
book of
oh okay.
the book
Let
of
me
Revelation
respond to that.
says all these things are gonna happen. So that's where your
Okay.
predetermination comes in. These things are
Okay.
gonna
Let me
happen,
let me
no
respond to
matter what
this
you
real
do.
quick.
But you got the
Now,
choice
Iger, you
to
believe in
follow God
Christ,
or
right?
follow the devil. That's your free will. Go ahead.
Okay, now let
I
me
meant
let me respond to this real quick. So you believe in Christ and you believe in the prophecies about how Christ would have to come on, and be sacrificed for his people. You would believe in that, right? You'll see why I'm asking. Just confirm for
okay. Yeah.
me. Okay. Now we see in what is that, Matthew the 26th chapter, right, where Christ was in the garden and he prayed to his father saying, if it be thy will, let this cup pass from me, but nevertheless let your will be done. Right.
oh,
So
I got
it was
another one.
already
You just made me think. Hold
predetermined
on, I'm
for
gonna let you
him to
finish. I'm
be
gonna let you
put
finish. I
on
got
the
another
cross.
one. I got another one. I got another good one. What about when Yahweh said, when they was coming to prosecute him, and Pilate asked him, Pilate said, don't you think I have the power to kill you? And Yahweh said, you have no power over me unless it was given from heaven.
Oh, that's a good
So
one.
so it ain't no such thing as free will, bro. Especially with that being said, he was basically telling Pilate, you think that you got the power to kill me right now, but it's only up to the Most High. So even Yahweh Shah, he knew that there was no free will, because he would have never said that. He would have been like, yeah, you're right, Pilate, you actually could kill me. But no, it's all up to the Most High if you want Pilate to kill you or not. And the Most High uses people. Like when somebody does something, the Most High uses people. Like it's not. It's a. I get what you're saying though. I honestly do get what you're saying, because like to a certain, I would say, I like how Two Letter J broke it down. Like it's like you could, like right now I could open my refrigerator and I could close it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But even in that, the scriptures say in Proverbs 20 and 24, men's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So that's another cut to free will, but that's not the point. I get what you're saying. Like I can open the refrigerator, I can close it back. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing is you don't have control over your life, and that's in the book of Ecclesiastes. You don't have no power over your spirit to retain the spirit. You know, roughly paraphrasing. But if you about to get hit by a car, ain't nothing you could do. Like only thing you could do is hope to the Lord that He don't kill you and He get you out of that situation. There's no power in certain situations, so that's another thing that kind of cuts free will. So, you know, but I understand it's free will in a sense, like it, but it's not like
That's what I'm
to
saying.
the deepest.
Ultimately, you got
Yeah.
the choice to worship
Yeah,
God
there's
or
people
worship
that
the devil.
refer to it as light determination.
Yeah, I like that
That's what
term.
I
I like
picked up on.
I
I,
like light
I don't know what
determination.
that means, bro. But so I'm gonna say that you have the
Determination, you know, how stuff
you have
is
the
already
odds.
determined. You know, you can
Yes, you can.
determine situations. Well, instead of a full-on determination, you know, plot theory or whatever you want to label it, you
You're
have
getting too
small
theological
individual
for me.
tasks. That's what you could do as light determination. So, like, while you're like as ETT said, you know, while you're on, say like maybe you're
You're in an
driving
airplane.
to the the grocery store from your house. um that would be determined that you're going to the grocery store anyway. But in the meantime, like say you got to go pick up your kid from like school or some, you know, you can determine, you can you can, well, you can either not go pick them up, or you could just go straight to the grocery store, or you could go pick him up. And between picking him up and not picking him up, that would be a sort of light determination right there. You can avoid the whole, you know, situation, or you could go to the situation, and then from there, you know, you could go visit somebody, and then that would be another form of light determination. But the main goal of the path is still going to the grocery store, if that
Another
makes
thing is like
sense.
sometimes like you ever do something in your day and then you end up in a totally different place. Like I might say even times I could say, well, I want to go to work. And then sometimes you don't even go to work. You end up in a whole different situation doing something else. But you had your mind fiscated on, you know what? I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But then you wake up and you do something totally different. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many instances in life where it just feels like you just don't have control over a lot of situations, bro. So many times in my life, bro, I literally had to been the most high getting me out of the situation or controlling the whole situation, bro. Literally, like I could point out so many situations in my life where I knew it was no way free will could even exist. Now that I know the concept of free will, is no way, because I didn't have control over a lot of situations that happened. It's like it's crazy. I'm saying like I don't know. Like even my whole
So
life, bro. Like
go ahead.
No,
even my whole
I
life,
will
like
agree
you
that
know
you
what I'm
guys
saying.
have a point with predetermination, because some things I don't think you can change, right? But I think you got the will to choose what you're gonna do at the end of the day, and that's why and it's kind of like one of the boundaries that the devil has to play with. Like he has to leave you some room for free will, with to let you choose God over following Him, with all the
But
lies we
again,
got going on
here
today.
we go. Wait, but here we go back to
I'm
this
not talking about
concept that
driving
the
to the
devil
store and running
has
into an
some type
accident,
of.
but
No, see, I agree. They're of the idea is that they don't believe that the devil has that much power.
At all.
well, who's running the show right now?
Well, God's
Well,
running the show.
we can read it. Let's go to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 18 and verse 1. You can show you got all of the power.
Hold on, I gotta actually. I mean, I'm more about free will because I'll be listening in.
Yeah, so I agree. Like, you know, their kind of
Or
idea is that, you know how like
did you ever
Christ
find
would
a
be the
video of
hold on.
the
Can you hear me?
nuclear bomb hoax, bro? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
you
but I'll be listening for like 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So like what they're kind of going at you with, I'll throw you an idea. So you know how Christ would be the mediator for God and man in a kind of good limelight, if you want to put it like that. He's referred to as the mediator. I think it's First Timothy. I think Paul calls Christ the mediator between God and man. Um, so you could look at it like that. Without God, Christ, you know, would it really have no, like, how would you say, you know, motive to be
Oh, I
that
got a
mediator?
I got a
So
big cut to free will. I got another big cut. Christ said that in Matthew 24. He don't even know the day or hour that he's returning. Only the Most High knows the day that he's gonna return. So how is
right,
it
right.
that how is it
Man.
that yeah how is it that Jesus Christ doesn't even know when he's gonna return, but only the Most High knows when he's gonna return? But somehow we got all of this free will to do whatever we want, but he don't even know when he's gonna get sent to return, and he's literally getting sent to return. So
Right. And
you
that
know,
that
but
would be like as what I was referring to, you know, Christ does everything because, you know, he is told to, you know, or he was authorized to do that. He's the mediator. So you could kind of look at the devil like that too. Is that sure, you know, he could be doing shit on his own. I don't throw that idea out there at all. But most of the shit he's doing has already been, you know, determined already to do. You know, he's kind of like a mediator for like all the wicked shit going on too. You know, he could be doing shit on his own. I never throw that out there. And then again, I say he for the people who believe in that idea because I think the devil is actually a female spirit, but that's a different topic. Um,
yo. I'm glad you said that, and I feel like you saying that. I feel like that made me put you in a different category, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you dealt with a lot of females in your life, I'm not giving nobody ideas to go deal with a lot of females. I did that in my past. You know what I'm saying? Just due to opportunity. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that. But the point is, if you dealt with a lot of females, yo, you know a lot of these females got more of a demonic spirit than men. Their demonic level be on a higher frequency than men. I'm telling you, if you really get to know some of these females, they really on a high frequency of like I ran into this I was working and I ran into this Spanish woman, and she was like, we was talking about God, and it was random, like we just ran. I was literally on my way home, about to get on a train. And we were just talking, we chopped it up. She was telling me, how she's into witchcraft and she loved witchcraft, and how, she's been doing it her whole life, and how she would never stop and this and that and the third. So I asked her, I said, yo, what do you think about the fact of the matter of, the whole flat earth thing, or, the creation and things of that nature. And what do you think, like, does God appreciate what you're doing in terms of witchcraft? And she kind of gave that same answer. She was like, oh, we have free will, so we could kind of do whatever we want. So I don't think God is like, mad at me for and this is people logic. She said, because I've used witchcraft to heal people. You know what I'm saying? So you see how people in this world use things and that's wicked to try to use it in a positive way. That's why I said this world is just so. Oh man, this world is disgusting. If you can't see this is hell, I don't know what to tell you, man. This place is like it's upside down now.
Oh yeah, it's super.
This place,
down. I think
this place
we're
has
like
no
getting to
hope.
like Sodom and Gomorrah, days of Noah. Like everything's so perverse, right? Like people
well,
killing
this
their own
place
kids.
is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, so you
Right,
gotta
right,
add that
right.
in there too.
I'll say it's
but
Revelation 8, 11 to
but
8.
it wasn't because after Noah's flood, he wiped them out for a little while, and then it took a little while for it to build back up to that, and then he whenever it becomes too corrupt, and I think the whole purpose is to test everybody's heart to see whether you're, like he did to Job, where he put him through so much to see whether he would still continue to follow him or just give up and say, okay, I'm joining the
Oh,
league with demons or whatever.
okay, that's great. Hey, ETT, that dude I told you about, I'm supposed to interview this morning. He finally reached back to me right now. I just seen it.
Oh, what's he saying?
He's like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot that we were scheduled for the today. Do you want to
Is he?
reschedule if that's why?" And I told him, "Yeah."
I mean, is he free right now if he wants to hop on?
Uh, let me see.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to come on, I mean, we can stay for a little longer. Cause like you said something along the lines of he believes that there's two gods in the Bible or something like that, right?
Yeah, okay. So he says, "I see you seen that video I sent you, right?"
I didn't get to check it out, but I saw some stuff that you were telling me.
Okay. All right. So what he teaches is that every nation has a god for them. So the Israelites had their own god, the Sumerians had theirs, the Babylonians had theirs.
That's actually true to a certain
Yeah,
extent.
right. No, and I agree with that on that portion. And then he goes to say that the god of the god that he's referring to of the Israelites isn't the same as the Most High. They're two separate gods. So he goes to say that the Lord God of the Old Testament is actually a dragon, and all these different gods that every nation has are actually dragons. And so he
But
says that the
dragon.
Lord God of the Old Testament, when it refers to as the Lord God, and then it'll say the Most High sometimes. So the Most High is what he calls a primordial being. It's not the same as the Lord God, but then he also says they are the same, but then they're not the same. They operate separately, but then he says they're the same thing. So that's where I get kind of tongue tied at, because I don't think he believes in the Trinity, but then it kind of goes into that kind of idea is what I pick it up as. I could be
Right.
wrong. But yeah, he says the Lord God of the Old Testament is the dragon god of Israel, and then the Most High is separate from that God.
Man, it's crazy stuff.
And I think because I was listening to a couple of his older videos yesterday to get a kind of rundown of his old shit, and I think he's mentioned that he thinks Christ is father of the Old Testament isn't the Lord God, but the Most High God, because he says that Christ's demeanor is very different from the Lord God in the Most High of the Old Testament. He says the Lord God in the Old Testament is very angry, and Christ has a very uh you know different demeanor. Like he's more
Right, right.
humble.
Well, at least he's not saying that the God of the Old Testament is Satan, like some other dudes are doing.
No, he says Satan is actually Leviathan.
Man, I never heard anything that. I mean, is that
Yeah, I don't know
man?
what to call him, like, cause he believes in the Hebrew Israelite stuff, but then he comes from a like a Mormon type of idea, cause he believes that actually like North America is actually Israel and like Babylon and all that, Assyria. So it's weird. I've heard this before, but like I've never looked into it. So this be like the first people to look into it.
Yeah,
In these last days, man, I've heard, well, since I've met ETT, because I probably met ETT maybe a year and like 5 months now, something like that. Not too long, but whatever. But the point of the matter is, since I met ETT, man, I've heard some weird doctrines, man. These people is like coming up with doctrines like I've never heard, just like I've like, because when I grew up, you know what I'm saying, like my parents or like grandparents, they regular Christians, to go to church, Holy Ghost and all of that nonsense. Never, not nothing too deep at all. But You know, that's not a doctrine, you know, that's not hard to cut or nothing that they can't
Right.
get out of. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
what it seems like they're doing is they're adding like all this like mystic mythology behind it, because if I go on this guy's page, it looks very similar to this other Hebrew Israelite god that I watch. And so I dubbed them Hebrew Israelite magicians because they're all about like this kind of magic stuff. Because like if you look up this guy, his name's Big Judah, and he does the the one West doctrine, but then he also says, so basically he takes everything from modern day Judaism that they have over there, like the Kabbalah and all that, that mystic stuff that they do with magic, and he applies that to the Hebrew Israelites. So if you go over there, you'll hear him talk about a heavenly mother, which is like Kabbalah stuff. He'll call it Shekinah. And then then he'll talk about how the Catholic Church tries to demonize all our stuff and call it bad. And what he's saying that they demonize what they call bad is all this witchcraft stuff. He's saying not all of that is bad, and it's okay to do that. Um, but then where I get tongue tied is like in Deuteronomy where it says don't do stuff like that. So that's my thing. I don't understand what they're what they're going on about.
I mean, the Most High is not dealing with no witchcraft though at all. None of that astrology, you
Yeah,
know.
and that's the kind of stuff they do. The astrology, tarot cards. They say, "Oh, that's okay to do."
Nah, the Most High is not dealing with that. The Most High said, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live," and that's being a witch, you know. And the Most High is not dealing with that on a deeper level because in terms of those like tarot card things, not only is it witchcraft, a lot of it is just like false. It's like false science. I'll give an example. Like uh, some lady, you know, years ago before I came to the truth, you know, was talking about, yeah, you're gonna be a big time rapper. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't even rap. You know, so she's like, yeah, I see a future, and I see in the future that you're gonna be a rapper. What are you talking about? The Most High didn't. The Most High didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to know a big cut to these tarot card readers? Go up to any of them and ask them what's the end of America. They don't know, and that's what I was asking this girl that I ran into that was talking about. She know witchcraft and all that. You know, I'm asking her like, so what's the end of America since you know the future? You know, she don't know. How you don't know? I know the future for America. How you don't know? But you could go deep into the future and tell people. Look. If you know the future, you shouldn't even be doing tarot card reading no more. You should give it up because you know the future. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
So
that's a good thing. I
right. So
never looked
you
at it like that.
right because think about it. You know the future. So if you know what's gonna come, you will be like, damn, I gotta tell the people what's gonna come. So these tarot card readers, they're just a bunch of frauds. You understand what I'm
You
saying?
know what I find funny?
They're not nothing
This
deep.
cat, this cat on here, Melvin, right? He's in Discord right now. I sent him a link. It's like, hey, come hop up on here with us. We're live right now. But then the whole chicken out. But then he has the balls to tell me that I'm the one that's running. Something about that just doesn't make sense.
We not ducking no action up here. You could come with your questions, comment, or smoke, as the deacon would say.
Because hey, look, really, he's just an average Christian, right? He's not with polygamy. He believes that hell is a place where people burn. He believes salvation is for all people. He believes that UFOs are demonic in origin. I mean, this guy is just an average Christian, is all he is. He just call himself a Hebrew Israelite, is really what this dude is, man.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
noticed that you got
crazy.
people who claim to be his Hebrew Israelites, but they're more of like Christian, Hebrew
Right,
Christians,
right,
if you want to call
right,
them that.
right.
Right.
Correct. And the main thing about that, and the problem with that is because you know they have not left certain doctrines due to emotions. You know, like when you come into this thing, it's about just reading and understanding what you're reading. Like I said, it's not that hard, and I like that's why to a certain extent I respect. I got a lot of respect for the mind of God or the mind of golf as we call them now. But
Is he coming
Yeah,
back, bro? Has he been back? I
no,
haven't seen that
no,
dude.
We
no,
haven't
no.
even heard from him.
He's not making he's not making a return, and I'm gonna tell you why he's not making a return. Because speaking from the point of time I've spoken to him, what I'm saying, maybe the year and some change that I've known him, a little bit of time, not that long, but um, like I feel like when I met him, it was more so of like somebody in their deeper form. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give an example, like when somebody told me when I first heard about the truth, it wasn't like no doubt in my mind that everything that I was learning then was 100% true. So when I got into a certain understanding level, I understand that there's a lot of what you call actors. You know what I'm saying? So the mind of God just came to a realization that a lot of people that's teaching the Bible is actors, even the people that's so caught in the truth. So he didn't want to deal with a lot of that in terms of that aspect. But where he does go off is if he knows that he's teaching something wrong, he won't double back on it because it will make him, I guess, look deceptive instead of just saying, you know what, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, he was one of those people that he put his all into too much of the wrong things. Like I'll give an example. The dude damn gave up his house that he was living in because he thinking that Christ is going to return on his time. So the dude literally gave up his house because he believed that if Christ didn't return on a specific day that he wasn't to return, that means Christ don't love him specifically. Like what the hell?
Yo, Tony in the chat.
That's
Click the
crazy.
link, Tony. Come hop up on here.
You know what I'm saying? So he was just bugged out on certain levels and aspects. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he went wrong. But like I said, for me, I'm one of those people I just think about, and I'm not on no like crazy shit now, but I'm just on some like, bro, whatever happens, happens, bro. Like it ain't, like you can't do too much about, like what's going on in the world, bro. At the end of the day, it's either I'll give an example, like if you atheist, you know what I'm saying? It's either you're gonna come to the realization that you believe in the Bible and the Bible makes sense, or you're gonna just disannul the Bible and say it don't make sense, or you're gonna go believe in something that's totally just retarded, like Islam or Christianity or anything else that's nonsense that's out there. So like at the end of the day, our concept of the way we believe how we're supposed to be saved it's kind of the only thing that makes sense because we're lining everything up with just prophecy and it's making sense. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I look at it like this. If the Bible is not true, then we all fucked.
All right, we got a new challenger. Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, what's going on? I don't have my camera on. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Is this the first time you're on here?
I think it was on your other channel one time.
Oh, okay. But
So
just so we know, you are you a Christian?
I study the Bible.
All right, cool. What denomination would you say? Are you non-denominational?
Well, another better question: do you believe in it?
Well,
because we get people up here who say they study it, but they don't even believe in it, like David.
I believe in a lot of things in the Bible. Yes. So if you want to ask me specific questions, sure. But I've studied for a long time. I'm a believer. And I'm all right questioning certain things. I'm fine with it.
All right, cool. Let's start off this thing. So what is your belief regarding hell in the Bible? Is that a place where people burn, or what's your viewpoint on it?
Oh, okay. So hell, as in a place of that's mentioned of in the Bible, right? So
go ahead.
Which verses are you talking about? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
You sound a little far away from the mic, but we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, let me move the mic a little closer. I'm used to using is that better?
Let's see.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I just moved it a little closer.
All right, cool. Let's start off here. What do you think about Psalms chapter 16 and verse 10? I'll read it for you. It says, "For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption." So the question I got for you is, what does this mean here when King David says that he's in hell?
Okay, so the verse, "For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell." neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. That's probably a prophecy about Jesus or Yeshua, however you call his name.
Prophecy?
A prophecy.
Where does that say anything about prophecy? I'm just being honest.
That's all right. That's all right. I understand
it's cool. It's cool.
why you would not see that right away. But if you do I use Blue Letter Bible a lot, and there's a cross-reference tool. And I believe that this is one that was mentioned in the New Testament. Thou will not, as a prophecy about Jesus, not here it's in Acts. Acts 2:27, because thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, and neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. So in Acts 2:27, it's kind of a type of a prophecy, I guess, because it's talking. If you look in Acts,
but you know what the word prophecy means, though.
Prophecy, foretelling.
So what is that verse foretelling that's going to come to pass?
Well, the spirit of prophecy is the spirit of Christ, correct? The truth.
Yeah, but even if you're talking about this Revelation 19:10, you having the testimony of Jesus Christ is you prophesying things that's going to come to pass.
Okay.
So if you have the testimony, you know the prophecies of the Bible. So with that being said, Psalm 16:10, I'm saying it says leave. It's talking about somebody being their soul being left in hell, and the question is, are you going to leave my soul in hell? So now my question to you is, what in that is saying that anything is going to come to pass, like for the future for that verse?
Well, yeah. So in Psalms, how it's talking about thou will not leave the soul in hell and won't let the soul stay in corruption. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm trying to throw at you. If it doesn't make sense, I can change. It's not a big deal.
Well, let me bring some. And this is still in Psalms. Let me bring this one. What do you think about this? This is Psalms 139, verse 8. It says, "If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there." So basically, he's saying, no matter where I go, you can't escape the presence of the Most High. But he says, if I climb up to heaven, you're there. If I make my bed in hell, you'll be there also. So I follow according to the Christian ideology that hell is a place that's the separation from the Most High, correct?
That's how some people teach it, but it could be an actual place.
Okay, because our understanding of hell in the Bible, just to give you the foreknowledge before we talk about it more, is we believe that hell in the Bible is a condition of suffering that takes place on the physical earth that we live on. That would be our understanding of hell. We don't subscribe to a place where people, go and burn, underneath the earth. That wouldn't be what we subscribe to. Most of us that come around here, that'd be our
except for
ideology.
me. I do believe in a hell, and I think the hell is going to be thrown into the
that's
fire
why I
again.
said that's why I said most of us. I was excluding you. Excuse me.
Cool. So the way I understand it is that is a type of hell, but there is an actual place of hell, that outer darkness. I don't believe that it's in the earth. I believe that it's space. The prison for the
Do you believe in flat Earth?
Yes. Well,
wait, you said yes?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I believe in the creation versus evolution. Sure. I don't believe that it's a ball. Do you?
No. So you subscribe to like the firmament, the waters above, all the biblical creation context to it. You subscribe to that?
I couldn't say that I subscribe to all of it. People teach a lot of things.
But where in space will hell be?
I will say something for that real quick, if I could. Like these elitist satanic people, they worship Saturn Jupiter. And if you ever read the book of Enoch, while he's ascending to heaven, he talks about he passes through a prison for the angels. So that is a possibility that these wandering stars that are worshipped by the satanic elite, that there's or whatever in these planets like Jupiter, Saturn. Saturn is known as Cronus, which is the father of Zeus, who's reference to Jupiter. Then we got Mars, the god of war. So these whatever these lights are up there, they could be a prison for the kind of like hell for the fallen angels. All right, that's just my 2 cents.
It's curious that you know that, or at least have paid attention enough when reading. A lot of people say that, like, what Rome is the beast or whatever because of the 7 hills, but the 7 hills are named after the planets, what they worship as the planets.
Wait a second.
Oh, I got another question for Bible Defender.
Hold on a second.
Do you
did
sub
that brother
to
just
Enoch
say?
or no?
What's that? Say that again.
You gotta say that again.
I was gonna ask Bible Defender a question before ETT asked, Tony something.
You got ask a question. What was the question?
Do you subscribe to the Book of Enoch, or what's your thoughts on that?
I've read the Book of Enoch a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why the reason why I stayed away from it is because it didn't line up. It didn't line up perfectly with the scriptures, the 80 books. So it didn't line up with the prophecies perfectly, and everything didn't line up, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like precepts and understanding, you know what I'm saying, and like solid doctrine. So that's why I kind of like stood away from it. But, I guess it has certain, I would say, good points in terms of like the Lord coming with destruction and things like that. But besides that, I would say, you can stay away from that. You don't really got to deal with it.
I don't know if anyone caught that, but Tony, just to clarify, you made a statement. Wait, you can, but hold on. I heard someone make a statement, so I just want to chime on it real quick.
Yeah,
Tony, you said something along the lines of the 7 hills represented the 7 planets, right?
Yes. That's what I heard.
So the 7. Wait a second. So the 7 hills that the woman sits on, that represents planets.
Well, I believe that the Babylon, the beast, the whore, is space. That's what all the nations are. Space travel.
Well, where's the great city in space?
The great city? Are you talking about Zion?
No, the great city mystery Babylon. You're saying that's in space.
He's saying the great city is Zion.
No. I was wondering which city. There's a city in the skies, Zion, heaven, heavenly Jerusalem. And then there is, all the Old Testament is a shadow of things, right? So the temple that they made or whatever that they built was a shadow of the one in heaven. Does that make sense? All the nations are using.
Wait, I think we're having a misunderstanding.
Right,
I know it refers to Jerusalem as the great city. I understand that. But then it calls a place called Mystery Babylon the great city. So that's what I'm asking you. Is that great city Babylon out in space?
Well, let me just kind of try to answer it with some questions. What's the government? It's to govern the mind, correct? What do the governments teach? What's the space treaties, the Antarctic treaties, all these nations, United Nations treaties? You have a space treaty going on where with this new internet through Elon Musk, right? He's putting up this Starlink. He signed up with all the countries of the world to sign up to his internet. You know that the world's pretty much run by the internet right now, correct?
Yeah.
The social construct of the government to govern the mind, they have to do it through the internet. So to me, it just makes sense. I don't have all the answers, but I believe that space is hell.
I would say there's a hell below, because like when the flood happened, like some of the angels got trapped in heaven. Some of the angels, like the ones in the Euphrates River prophecy, are trapped underneath.
Are
So
you
obviously,
referring to like where Enoch it says that these certain, you know, chief watchers were imprisoned within the
yeah,
earth? Is that
some
what
of them
you're
were
referring to?
some of them were imprisoned in the earth, in hell, or even Tartarus at that point, which is hell deeper than hell. And
Yeah,
then
no, I believe in that, but I don't believe you could call it Tartarus. That'd be a good name for it. But I don't
so,
believe that lake of fire or whatever you want to call it would be hell, and those would be like
well, Lake of
different
Fire,
things.
Lake of
That's in
Fire
the
is
last
something.
days. That hasn't
Yeah,
happened yet.
the Lake of Fire is something at the end that where basically all the evilness gets destroyed. That's something even after the millennia. After this 7 year tribulation, Jesus Christ comes back, rules for 1,000 years. The devil gets loose for a little season, and then he destroys the whole earth, the Lake of Fire, the hell. Everything gets thrown into the Lake of Fire, and then we go to a new
Wait,
heaven, new earth.
Wait, in the Bible, wait, hold on. I just want to touch on this one thing. Where in the Bible does it say or talk about a 7 year tribulation period?
Talks about 300 and I'm sorry, it talks about 1,260 days or something like that.
Daniel, the book of Daniel.
If you're talking about the book of
Also
Daniel,
Revelation.
mostly all the prophecies in the book of Daniel happened already. Like Daniel 9 happened already. Most of Daniel 12 happened already. Daniel 11 happened already. I mean, like, and the reason why I say most of Daniel 12 happened already, because literally only one verse or like two
What
verses
about,
in Daniel saying Daniel that didn't happen.
so you don't believe in like a 7 year tribulation or even a three and a
No,
half year tribulation?
no, that's not what the Bible teaches, though.
We believe in a tribulation, but to say an exact number of
Yeah,
years or
exact
months,
number of
we
years
couldn't
is
say
like,
that.
because
I
I
looked that
just,
up, but it's in Revelation. It talks about I want to say it's 1,260 days, and then you do the math. It's 3.5 years.
hey, ETT man, I gotta hop out of here. My phone's dying.
Oh,
But
that's cool, man.
I don't know if you would want to do this more often, you know, using this page, and I don't know if you would actually want to set up, you know, add your own YouTube page as a destination. You could do that too. So like while you're on this page and all these other ones, you could be on your own as well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool, man. I'll try to set that up.
all right. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use it more often, I'll set up like streams for you to join, and then I'll add like the keywords and stuff into it. I know usually those would, you know, interest people, you know, and like recommend stuff, you know, Streamyard. You can look it up, that
Yeah,
pops
yeah,
up.
that's cool, man.
All right. Um, I'll do like 10 of them. And so like whatever one you want to click on, you know, when you see them and want to go live, just you do that.
yeah,
All right,
I
that
would
sounds
say,
good.
I would say like in 8 minutes, I'm gonna leave too, cause my phone is they keep over here. So
I'll
like eight
wrap up at
minutes.
3 hours, so that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
8 minutes.
That
All right, man.
I'm gonna say due to my OCD as well.
Right, right.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You
Good
too.
Yeah,
night.
that's exactly the reason why I'm going to 3 hours is because I know that I'm not the only one that has OCD out of
Right, right.
everyone. Right,
I don't know. It's just something about like certain times that it's just like it makes
right,
it look right. But
right, right.
right. This place is all confusion, and like I said, in terms of these doctrines, like I said, like I don't know, like I don't like. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like the Most High is really like doing a different type of service when it comes to like this kingdom, bro. Because like I'm not even like I said, I don't like to put myself on any type of pedestal because I don't hold myself to you know be somebody I'm not. But I feel like in certain areas, bro, like you have to have some type of spirit on you for the Most High to be showing you. Because like the dude came on a panel and said nuclear missiles is fake, bro. No, bro. I don't even like to
That's me.
get
That's me.
angry. Like I don't like to get angry about certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like it's absolutely like you're absolutely mentally deranged to believe that. Like And you know,
Yo,
and like I
I
said,
got one
Hey, find me a
more.
video.
I
Find
got
me a video.
another question.
Find me a video.
Wait,
You
wait.
guys find me a video of a nuclear bomb going off, and then let me watch it, and then that might convince me. So I challenge you to change my mind again, because I used to believe in
Okay.
nuclear weapons.
Yo,
Now I don't.
Tony. Wait a sec, Tony. You have a channel too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do streams over there as well?
Yeah, I do. I don't use StreamYard because they only give you 20 hours a month for free.
Right.
And I'm poor, so I don't have a lot of money. I use OBS a lot of times, but I can do StreamYard and have guests on. I can do Zoom. I can find another way.
That's cool, man. I'll stop by sometime. But I have one more question before you, and you're welcome to stop by anytime, man. We can continue the conversation. We've just been on for a couple hours, so we're gonna wrap
Yeah,
it up. But one more question for you before you go. What do you think about the idea of Christ being black? Well, what do you think about that?
I've heard people arguing about what color he was. I believe that he was a more olive colored because he was he was the olive branch. So he might.
I want to ask you this question.
White. I know he's not white, but I think that he's probably more tan. You know, like darker color, darker pigment.
I just want to ask you this, like when you read, I don't know. I just want to ask you a question, like when you read the Bible, like what kind of aspect are you looking at the Bible from? Like, are you looking at it like do you read it literally? Do you like use history? Do you use like common sense? Like, because like they have a lot of things out there that already prove certain things. Like Christ's skin color has been proven already through many instances. Like I'll give an example, like even with so-called science, biology and many things, you know what I'm saying? So like I just want to know, like, what aspects do you like, even like, because you even have some people, they say, oh, the Israelites was never a people, which is stupid, due to certain history, that if you know certain histories, the Israelites was definitely a people. So like what aspect do you read the Bible from? Because I don't always like to come off, to say, oh yeah, this person just is like dumb, or you know what I'm saying? Because maybe I don't know what perspective certain people read from. So what, like, do you read it from like a history standpoint? Like what is your thought process why you read it? Like,
good question. I did a video on it earlier, and I talk about it a lot. Like, why do I study the Bible? Because I get people that come in that are total unbelievers, and they'll come in and hang out because I mix it with other things, right? I mix it with some music. I'll talk about whatever is on my mind, but mainly what I read the Bible for is it gives me instruction for living.
Okay.
And gives me hope for future.
Okay. So like in terms of like, hope and like the future, I get what you're saying in terms of that, like why you read the Bible. But that wasn't kind of the question. Maybe I need to elaborate a little better. But the question was more so like, what perspective do you read the Bible from? Like, do you believe like the Bible has history? Do you believe the Bible has prophecy? Do you believe the Bible has geography?
I've watched the time tick away is all, and I was trying to answer quickly. If you want a long answer, we might have to stay on longer. No, no.
I mean, it could be simple and to the
point. I'll try to make it simple. I play video games, right? I'm going to tell you a different story and see if it makes sense, because you guys asked me about the color of Jesus' skin, right? I met this girl, and she was in Africa, and she introduced herself to me like this. She says, I'm from Africa, but I'm white. I have to explain that because most people think that because I'm from Africa that we're all black. And I said, oh, no, I didn't even think about it. I don't think about race. I was born in Flint, Michigan, and it's a mixed culture here.
But wait, hold on, but Jesus Christ has a race. You said that he was Jesus Christ has a race. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ
it
said
just
that he
don't
was.
matter to me. It
He
don't
said
matter.
he said he was a he said he was an Israelite from
Right,
the tribe of Judah.
right.
So he described his lineage, his direct
My
lineage.
perspective and what I focus on is I steer clear of any dogmatic teachings, anything that has doctrine involved where there's been contention or arguing about it. I don't argue. I
But
try.
wait a second though. But the scriptures speak about that we gotta contend for the faith though.
I know I'm
Right.
not perfect. I'm not perfect. I
But
contend.
wait, let me ask you: Did Christ come to bring division?
Sometimes.
But he said that he
Other
came to
times,
set a
like a
son
sword,
against his
right?
father and a daughter against her mother.
yeah, but it isn't just division. He also wants unity. So it really does leave for
Unity of everybody.
the Bible leaves room for everybody to come to him, not just people that are fighters. You got some people that are peacekeepers in the Bible. You know that Moses was considered the most humble man ever. But yet he was a leader.
I mean, we at the 3 hour mark, so you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep it short. We can talk about this another time.
All right. Well, what we'll do is because I'm planning on doing more of these on this channel because Jay will let me stream here. So if you see us live, you're welcome to click the link, and we all can continue the conversation the next time we're live. And once again, I'll say it again on my channel. I'm just about at 700 subscribers. So anyone else that's listening, if you haven't subscribed to my page, End Time Teacher, head over there and do subscribe over there and put on the notification bell. Also subscribe to Jay's page if you have not already. And yeah, I think we'll end the stream off there. And I thank everyone for stopping by tonight.
We gotta end the stream off with death to America and more death to America, and this place is gonna be destroyed, and we want this place to be destroyed. All praise to the Most High.
Right, Christ, who the world ignorantly calls Christ, is about to return, and all we're doing is bringing out the truth, right, and getting our people ready for the return of Christ.
I would say Babylon's going to be
Do you
destroyed.
guys believe that he's going to come back like here and establish a kingdom here on earth, or do you believe that it's going to be like a new creation?
Well, the Bible says
years first.
The Bible says that
Daniel
heaven,
comes first, and then the new creation.
The Bible says that heaven is going to be on earth. So
the millennial comes first, bro.
We'll continue that.
We'll continue that chapter of Revelation. The millennial comes first. Then the saint gets loose for a little season, and then after that we get a new heaven and a new earth.
Well, that's why you got to know history, because that happened already. You got to know history.
We're already on a new earth, new heaven, and new earth.
We'll
talk about it next.